Hello there, and welcome back to Dork Tales, everybody. This is Wild Beyond the Witchlight, Episode 4, Hither. How's everybody doing tonight? Y'all doing well?
Pretty good.
Nice. All right, so we have to jump into the Fey Wild shenanigans that are directly ahead of us, but first, let's do a little bit of introductions. First of all, I'm Kelly. I'm the Dungeon Master here. I use he and him, and I am very happy to be here tonight because we're in the Fey Wild, folks, and I'm very happy to be back after a slight absence while we were doing our How to Run Chapter 1, and it's just really good to be back. Krista, are you feeling better? It's been a week.
Yes, I have a little bit of a sniffle, which is not great because I can't blow my nose right now, but I will endure.
Nice. Well, since I already passed it to you, do you want to introduce yourself first?
Oh God, yeah, sure. Hi, I'm Krista. I use she, her, and they, them pronouns, and I play Isaac Rinaldi with a Runingling. Yeah, I'm excited to be back in this with my new face that I know a bunch of people in the chat are going to try to make fall off, but it's made of foam latex. Ooh. And I can actually move my face now.
We need to get you bushier eyebrows. We need like big.
I have considered that.
Like caterpillar eyebrows.
We'll have to find somewhere in the Feywild that I get aged, and then I'll have to get big bushy gray eyebrows.
Or you could just get prosthetic eyebrows applied. Go to like a beauty clinic. So, do you want to take a little bit off the tail, put it into the eyebrows? Yes, a very Prussian voiced surgeon. All right, I'm gonna keep going in a clockwise circle. And hi, Robin.
Hello, everyone. I'm Robin. I use she, her, or they, them pronouns, and tonight I am playing Cecilia Novice, aka Sassy, our tiefling sorcerer of the Clockwork Soul. I remember my character. It's good to be purple again.
Nice. All right.
Hi, Caitlin. It goes well with the background too.
It does.
Hello.
Hello, Caitlin.
Hello, I'm Caitlin. I use she, her pronouns. And tonight I'll be playing Luthien Aerodel, our high elf fighter. Yes, nice. And guild artisan.
And guild art, of course.
Of course. I have to add that. She's an artist.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right. Hello, Christine.
Hello, I'm Christine, and tonight I'll be playing Gwendolyn Shafra, our human monk, but you can call her Win.
Nice. All right, and finally, last but not least, we have Hayden.
Hello, I'm Hayden Davio. I use they, them pronouns. I'm your resident non-binary fanny. What's up, boys? Tonight I'm playing Nico Freya, the Archfey Warlock, and I'm so excited. My Kitsadria Archfey Warlock, hence Faux. And if you guys are interested in the Kitsadria, you can get it on ttrpg. I'll link it in the chat. Woohoo! It's made by one of my homies, Logan. He's a good boy.
Nice. All right, and folks, so if you missed the previous episodes, what you need to know is that the characters have gone to something called the Witchlight Carnival, a roving extravaganza that brings joy and merriment to every world inside of the Dungeons & Dragons multiverse, appearing once every 8-ish years, and having a night of merriment and good cheer. The characters have been there more than once, however. But the last time they were there, they lost something very important to them. They returned to the carnival, attempting to discover what it was that they had lost and perhaps reclaim it. And in doing so, found themselves caught up in a bit of a conspiracy that threatens not only the carnival, but, the missing piece of themselves. And perhaps an entire realm known as Prismeer, which they have traveled to. And that is where we're going to be picking up right here as they get through Prismeer, thank you so much for all the subs. Thank you. As they get to Prismeer for the first time, and we actually kick off this adventure. So, a couple of quick things. Everybody, do you need any reminders of anything? It's been 2 weeks.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think I'm good.
All right, so judging by last episode, I have everybody has a point of determination except for Isaac and Gwendolyn.
Shucks.
So you can buy those there. You're also level 2 now, so remember that you needed to update your character sheets. And we are using the brand new background and frames that were provided by Michael Eilot, our graphic designer, for the Fey Wild, because, hey, we're not the carnival anymore. Do they fall through a whirly tunnel? A little bit. All right, so without further ado, you ready to do this?
Heck yeah.
All right, then let's have some fun. The Witchlight Carnival fades behind you as you step through the mere. The sound of the incantation swirls around you as the mist claims you. Hither, thither, here, and there. Wander yonder, show me where. Echoes through each of your ears, rolling around in stereo from one ear to the other. Two voices echo into the darkness as the mist wraps around you, pulling you like spectral hands. The voice of Mr. Witch. Mind the rule of 3. Future, present, and past. The voice of Mr. Light. Find the alicorn and free the dormant queen at last. And before long, you feel a swirl of motion. And suddenly, you find yourself standing on stone, surrounded by mist, thick, soup-like fog in all directions. You stand on the edge of a raised and broken causeway, underneath a hazy, twilight sky. The causeway, which is built from pale stones that glow faintly from within, towers over the surrounding landscape, but large sections have crumbled away completely. The parts that remain in place are separated by large gaps where portions have collapsed. A fog-shrouded swamp spreads out below you in all 4 directions, and up from its murk wafts the smell of rotting plants, mildew, and grime. Also rising from the swamp is the sound of nature. A discordant symphony of croaking frogs and singing birds. Around you, as you look, all of you have actually fairly decent perceptions, so in the distance you can see rolling mountains of mist, some dozen miles to the north. You see, for just a second, what appears to be some type of structure. Anybody who wants to can make me a perception roll right now.
I like those.
I bet you do.
So.
As the,
Oh. Not a good start there.
11.
all right. That was 11?
15.
7.
7.
I got a 7. Good job.
17.
Okay.
However, I'd like to emphasize that Wynn is looking around for curious stuff, so brightly colored or sparkly or anything like that's going to catch your attention.
Okay. So, and then I got 17. Anybody else get above 15? 15 or above? Okay.
I got 15.
Yeah, 15. All right. So Luthien, with your elven eyes, you and Wynn, with your human eyes, will see in the north the swirling mist work its way around the spires and periaps of a gorgeous castle. And when I say that, I mean that you expect to, like, you know, some music and na, 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 playing in the background, maybe with a mouse. You are looking at the picturesque castle for just a brief moment before the mist swallows it back up. The rest of you will get a look around, and you will see in the distance what looks like a mountain looming across the distance. And strangely, it appears that looming is what it might be doing. It seems to be moving slightly. As well as a huge tree to the north that is suddenly enshrouded by mist. But, well, tree is the wrong way to say it. A stump standing, leagues above the ground is a better way to describe it. As well, you get the barest glimpse of another tower immediately to the east. just the very tip of its bluish purple roof. And with that, you are all together. Isaac appears in a little burst behind you of swirling mist and pixie dust. What do you do? The highway you stand on is about...
Isaac, that was pretty. Can you do it again?
I think that's only a one time for now, Gwen.
Aww.
Now, the section of bridge you're standing on is about 100 feet up, looking down into the what you assume is marsh. It's you can hear it, but the fog is clinging to the ground tight. It's about 20
Is there,
feet.
like... So this is a bridge. Is there, like, a railing?
There is basically, it looks like the bridge that you would take, say, like across any major water source. Usually the type of bridge that would be reserved for like caravan traffic, things like that. So
like a low stone railing?
Basically, yes. So like a low, about a 2-foot wide stone railing, like the kind, like I picture the bridge that everyone always shows in Prague, I think it is, or
yeah,
you know,
that's
the
what
one
I'm
from
picturing.
Spider-Man. Yep.
Wynn's gonna go right over to the edge, very kind of that sort of quick excitement sort of mode, and go plant her hands on it and lean way over to look down.
As you lean way over, first off, you are going to see that directly beneath there are various handholds that you could use to climb down this. In fact, beneath you, you can just barely see the edge of large, colorful mushrooms, shelves of them that cling to the lower half of each of the bridge's supports. They're glowing slightly, purples and pinks.
Oh, wow. Hey, I think we can climb down the bridge, and there's, glowing mushrooms.
Okay, first of all, don't touch the glowing mushrooms.
I mean, they're all the way down. I can't touch them now.
Well,
They're
if we
quite
climb
high.
down, perhaps you might try, so I figured I'd nip that question in the bud while I could.
I mean, that's kind of sparkly and pink.
Are you
And
sure
that's
it's
how
safe
they
to
lure
climb
you
down
in.
though?
That's the second question.
It might be. I don't know.
I personally
Before we
prefer...
get started, I'm gonna just quickly, I think we're actually, looks like we made it wherever it is. And Sasira's gonna cast mage armor on herself.
Probably a good idea.
I mean, this is a very broken-looking bridge, but it's kind of pointing in the right direction, I think. I mean, we probably have to go to that pretty palace over there, right?
Yeah, I do
Yeah,
apologize.
probably.
My headphones cut out while you were giving the description. Is this bridge like it's broken?
It is, yes, it is a length of bridge. On one side, it breaks off, falling 100 feet down into the ground, into the mist beneath. And to the other direction, it goes directly into a wall of mist. In fact, as you're glancing around, beyond the distance of your sight, all you can see is more or less a bowl made of mist that this marshland that you can hear is placed inside of.
Are we even sure we need to go that direction?
Nope.
I mean, there's that pretty glowing palace over there.
If we cross the bridge, can we get there?
Well, I mean, I think we're gonna have to go down and back up because the bridge looks broken.
Yeah, I think it's...
We can try to
there's no
hop
way
it.
straight across. Ooh, you can try.
It
We can
is-
certainly try to hop it. Or here's what we do: you turn me into a fox and you throw me.
It is a 4-mile gap.
I can totally throw you.
If you do that, you might get a nat 20. Who knows?
Exactly.
If you don't, you're dead.
Hurler.
Just start rolling a new character.
You know what we're
now.
gonna?
I'm just gonna grab my d6 and start rolling.
You know what we're gonna say? We're gonna say that the mist was kind of blocking your view before you said that, maybe.
Yeah.
And you're like, just throw me, and then you're gonna hear, and the mist parts, and you're just gonna see like a 4-mile gap before the next bridge section.
Oh. Scratch that. Yeah, let's climb down.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to climb down to get anywhere in the swamp. Marshy area.
Yay.
All right.
I love swamp water in my shoes. It's so
I mean,
Yeah,
at least
it's the
the bridge
best.
looks like it points in that direction, so as long as we follow the bridge line, we should...
That's fair.
I'm assuming that the palace is where we want to go.
What
What's
palace?
that
Yeah, I think
tower
so.
over to the east there? That looks interesting.
Is that what you're talking about, Win?
No, there was a different one. Just
What?
briefly.
The mist swallows up both of the landmarks that you're thinking of.
Well,
Alright.
I say the bridge led somewhere. Why don't we follow it?
I mean, that is definitely a good marker
Said there was a
so we
tower
don't get
nearby, though.
lost.
Did we?
Sorry, Wayne?
I mean, did you say there was a tower nearby? I just saw the palace-looking thing.
I just saw a mountain. I don't know what either of you are talking about.
Oh, well, it was ever so pretty, Isaac. The mist parted and it was all sparkly and like, oh.
Yes, it did happen. I did see that as well.
Who's
Like-
looking off to the west? Probably east right now.
E.
So, Nico, as you're glancing there, you're going to see something kind of blurring through the mist. A large, round object coming ostensibly toward you, but still a mile or two in the distance at rather breakneck speed.
Hey guys, there's like a weird round thing coming our way, and I feel like we should probably duck.
Okay.
Wind will drop to the ground.
Okay.
Yeah, Sarah will hit the deck.
As you all glance over there, you are going and hit the deck. You are going to see a shadow just over the bridge as it careens back and forth, and then back away from you, almost boomeranging back toward where you saw that one singular tower. As you glance back up, you see, moving into the distance, a great balloon made of patchwork material. It's spinning out of control as though punctured, causing the wicker basket that hangs from it to swing wildly. And then, it plunges out of sight, disappearing into the
doesn't look
fog,
good.
approximately 1 mile to the east.
Do you think someone's on that? We should probably go check that out.
Oh, well, of course, we should go help them. That looked like a hot air balloon, and normally somebody goes up in one of those, don't they?
What goes up must come down, but it can still go back up, so we should go check it out.
I mean, if it was that out of control, there probably wasn't anybody in it. Maybe we're better off just following the bridge and going to the palace.
Well, it's not that far out of the way, Isaac. We should go make sure they're okay.
I didn't hear
You
any
know what, you're right.
screaming, though.
You know what? Nico makes a good point, too. Maybe we should just head this way.
I mean, that's true, but what if they couldn't scream?
Maybe they were already dead.
Too?
And then we can't help them anyway.
Exactly. I still vote to follow the bridge, but if you guys want to check out the balloon, we can check out the balloon.
How sad does Win look at the concept of not going to the balloon?
Like, really sad.
Should
Like,
probably go to
really,
the
like,
balloon.
hurt by the callousness of these people she's with.
Oh, so Cecilia
Isaac is
wants
going
to
to
go
take-
check them out. Cecilia's down for going.
Alright, well, Cecilia hasn't really said
Hither.
anything, but the
No
last few
sex about that, but-
sentences had been about, fuck those people.
I think we should really go check it out.
I agree.
Isaac will take a big breath, let out a deep sigh.
Wynn's
Yeah,
gonna
they're
give Isaac the
probably right.
puppy eyes.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, we should probably go here, grab a rope. I assume we had time to grab our packs because we kind of just left.
Dipped. Yeah, I assumed I was just carrying my shit with me.
I assume
I
that-
wouldn't have
same.
been.
Well, you have some things on you. You have some things for sure.
He probably has his, like, weapons and things, but he wouldn't have had, like, a pack because he was working, right? You guys traveled to the...
This is true.
So,
I think Wynn was going around with her little backpack on.
yeah.
Her little
Cecilia.
like North Face bag. Yeah.
It's like one of those little leather ones, and it was kind of like all rough and tumble looking.
Thank you very
But
much for the
cute
subs.
still.
All right, let's see what I have. I think I have some rope. Hold on.
I didn't have time to grab much. Do we
Yeah.
have rope?
I do.
I have rope as well too.
Oh, yes, I would. I would.
It's probably all, if we're taking this treacherous climb, I'm probably tied to each other, so if one person slips, the rest of us can catch them.
So weird idea. I have these I have 2 of these, so I could use one now, is I have these pixie dust that allows me to fly for a minute. I could fly down to make sure that, and be there to if any of you fall too as well.
I also have these. He's gonna pull out 2 of the fuzzy spiders.
Oh yeah, I have one of those as well. Spider climb for an hour as well.
Can I get anybody who wants to just take a peer down and is really focused on that, can make me an athletics and wisdom or intelligence roll. Either is acceptable.
Wynn's very distracted by the pixie dust
I think
idea.
Luthien was kind of near the edge. Luthien or Nico?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll make a wisdom check.
Yeah, give me wisdom and
Rolling
athletics.
My big
Wisdom.
boy.
Oh god, that's a big boy.
Oh, 20.
What is with me rolling 8s? I mean, it's a plus
Athletics and
fucking
either wisdom or what?
11
Or int.
again.
Wisdom plus athletics.
Or int?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or-
plus
Either one.
athletics.
Yeah, so it's
You're
just use your
proficient.
athletics, use inter-wisdom instead of strength.
Cool. Yeah, no, same.
19.
19?
Sub result
Yeah.
11.
I got 20.
Rolling 8
Nice.
tonight,
Isaac and
boys.
Luthien, as you're standing kind of near the edge and glancing down and kind of trying to parse out the best way to get down, you realize that with the handholds there, it actually should be really easy. You would have to really mess up to do it.
Oh, it's like a ladder more
It's
than...
basically it's these huge chunks of stone that are more than enough to use as handholds. Perhaps they were left by bridge masons back in the day during the construction, but they look very sturdy. And in a couple of places where it doesn't look like they are quite as present, there are these huge shelf mushrooms, which you normally wouldn't assume that shelf mushrooms would be stable terrain, but you get a gut feeling about this with that roll.
Fair.
So you think you can climb down without any climbing gear if you want to use these shelves and these handholds.
Isaac will take a brief glance over at Wynn and then look back at Luthien, having watched
Okay.
Wynn's stumbleness over the last 8 hours, but I think we can all get down there okay.
Yeah, when you can just be careful with the mushrooms. Just please be careful with the mushrooms. But it looks like you'll have to use them at some points.
I mean, obviously.
Okay. All right. Just making sure.
All
I
right.
just imagine Wynn being like, obviously, I wouldn't do something so silly as to eat something I didn't know where it came from.
So my cotton candy.
Oh my God.
Oh, see, you're concerned about Win and the mushrooms. Out of character, Robin's concerned about Win just fucking up her luck rolls and
Oh, no,
just
absolutely.
falling
So
down.
There's
Same,
that
yeah,
too,
100%,
but
yeah.
the thing that we can control is the mushroom.
Exactly.
That's true. Cecile will go down first. She's just like, all right, let's fucking go.
All right. It takes only a minute or two to make it down, Cicera. It's actually not difficult at all, and by the time you're at the ground, you will feel a springy floor made of mushrooms beneath your feet as you settle down. However, as soon as you take a step away, you will hear as you step into squelching mud. And all of you can go ahead and change if you'd like.
Yummy.
Ugh.
Sticky mud squelches beneath your feet. Tangled mangroves grow out of pools of rippling water, half hidden by the thick fog, and purple mushrooms cling to rotting logs and stumps that are scattered throughout the marsh. Crickets that glow like fireflies chirp serenely before they're snatched out of the air by the tongues of hungry frogs. Coming from one direction are several voices joined in a marching song. And nearby, who is the last one down? I think is a good question today.
Isaac probably is.
So-
He wants to watch everybody else's descent to see what the best path is.
So Wynn gets close to
fair.
the bottom before she probably loses hold a little and hits the mushrooms and bounces back up to her feet.
Yeah, actually. Wynn, you're going to hit the mushrooms and you're going to slide directly ankle deep in the water with both feet, getting your socks both nice and soggy.
Can I make a little splash too?
You will make a little... And as you do, nearby, what you thought was a log like this kind of like white fungus-covered mog, is going to unruffle its feathers, revealing itself to be a crane the size of a pterodon.
Jesus.
Oh.
It looks over and makes a distinctly crane-like noise. I forgot what cranes sound like, so... crane. And,
Well, hello.
and it's going to go... and just take to the sky.
Oh. Well, that was pretty.
Oh.
Nearby, the singing song grows louder as 6 bipedal rabbits wearing clothing emerge from the fog. Isaac, you'll hit the ground right about now. 2 of them tug at the reins of a giant snail, and the others carry clubs and slings. And if you would indulge me for a moment... With sticks and stones we'll break your bones, we'll beat you blind and steal your clothes, but none among us can compare to the wily, swift, and stand-up hare. Scarf that's glorious, thief notorious, his deeds are truly meritorious. With a wink and a grin, he'll show his cunning. A flash of his scarf, he'll take off running. Quick as a bolt, his long scarf trailing. Gasping, grasping, you'll end up flailing. You'll pout, you'll moan, you'll huff, you'll sneer. Thanks to Agdon Longscort, the brigand prince of Prismeer!
Oh, bravo, bravo.
No.
No.
And with that,
Can
they're
I
going
hide?
Yes, you may!
Is there something to hide behind, like a tree?
Quinn was just too caught up in that song.
Can we hide?
Yes.
Anybody who likes to, you can give me a stealth check with disadvantage.
Check.
Oh, disadvantage.
Disadvantage because you just had all the attention brought to you. So
Oh.
I dropped a 20!
I rolled 2 15s, so it doesn't really matter.
okay,
16.
Alright,
13.
14.
13. Okay, so Sasira who and Isaac who, both Sasira and Isaac are going to take cover and hide around the corner. And as they do, the snail is going to and kind of like slowly move toward you with these bipedal hares approaching. One of them leans forward. Hello there. Who be you?
Hello. Hello.
Travelers.
I'm
Oh.
Gwendolyn. You can call me Win, though.
Oh, I'm
Nice to meet
Jebek.
ya.
She snaps her fingers. And this is a robbery.
Well, that's not very nice. That's kind of rude, in fact.
Well, I'm giving you an opportunity.
Surely we can talk this out.
Of course, of course. Give me what I ask for, and if you resist, I'll just beat you black and blue.
How do you know we won't do the same to you?
Yeah.
You're just travelers, and I'm Jebek.
Oh, that's cute.
I mean, yes, but...
Look, I don't want treasure. You can keep your baubles, your danglies, your stony wonies. She gestures over at the necklace that Luthion's wearing. I just want...
You want some cotton candy?
No, I want the moment of delight that you had when you received the best gift you were ever given. Give that to me and I'll let you go. No harm done, no fouls.
I don't know. I kind of like that moment. I want to keep it.
Yeah, no, that's mine.
Well, folks, I did my best. The hairs around her will begin drawing weapons and cracking their knuckles. Last chance. It's not... Look, it doesn't have to go like this. You're just, participating in the local customs and giving a tribute to Agdon Longscarf. Yes, Sasira.
Could I make an insight check
Yeah.
to listen to the sincerity of the... Is she just... If, like...
Yeah,
she
go ahead.
actually-
Yeah, go ahead. Nice.
Nice. Good job. Insight. 23.
20. Yeah, actually, that seems legit. Like, she's pretty blunt about it.
Here, I'll take it. Sasira will come out from underneath behind
cripes.
the mangrove.
Where are you?
We've got a
Hiding.
few others hiding. So I wouldn't try to take us on if I were you.
Do you need all of us or just one? Because you can have mine.
How many are there
All told, there are
that I can see?
4 of the brigands, and six and the giant snail.
I am bluffing. I am trying to make it seem like there are more than them hiding.
Okay, make me a
that
deception
we have
roll.
hiding. Okay.
And anybody who is interested, anyone who participated in the snail race can make me a wisdom animal handling check. Come on.
Natural 20. Making it a 20. Hold
This is
on,
the-
I can't read. It's very small. 23.
So Nico, this is going to be
Dirty
yours
20.
then. So was that?
Dirty 20 from Win as well.
Dirty
yeah,
20?
mine's
Okay.
also very dirty 20 as well.
Holy crap. All right, so the three of you are going to all notice as the as two of the rabbits hold back with the snail, which is kind of carrying a bunch of it has like a saddle on top and has like several like packs strewn down its shell. Two of the hares are hanging back and are kind of jabbing it. Come on, stupid, move faster. Making very snail-like noises as it would. It seems very uncomfortable and like it doesn't particularly like its hare masters. Isaac, looking around, you see that there are 6 of them. You don't think there are any immediately in the surrounding area hiding or anything?
Okay. What came of Luthien's deception?
I
what-
got a 13.
A 13?
Yeah, I'm not good
How many
with
more?
deception.
I'm gonna step
Look at
around.
you.
I'm gonna step around and come right up, like in their face. I'm presuming I'm taller than them,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm going to use my daunting roar.
That sounds fantastic. Go ahead
I would
and...
like all of them to make me Constitution saves. It's a very low DC, but it's a 12.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Those are all bad.
And let me just double check something because I don't have their cons immediately. Okay, actually, I do. They actually statted these guys out for once. That's nice.
Oh,
All right. Let me just check that real quick.
Oh no.
So you just, I need to know, what does this look like as you do this, my friend?
He walks up and like full height, and then like goes into kind of a pounce crouch until he's eye level with Jebik, and just lets out this growl roar, full volume, like spittle, ears flopping, his rabbit ears flopping back.
Her, it's like basically
yeah, her-
plastering them with spit to her
Yeah.
head, like.
Shit.
Look behind you!
Win's gonna look.
DM Sama.
Yeah,
I would like to follow up Isaac
yeah.
in doing so.
Please,
'Cause I don't
please.
know if that succeeded or not, but I would like to use my Fey presence to make them make a wisdom saving throw against being afraid.
They're already
sounds-
frightened if they failed.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're already
They are.
frightened.
So if anyone failed, or anyone passed mine, they'll have to roll
It's
for
DC
yours
14.
as well.
DC 14? Okay. So what I would like, Isaac, can you just make me a quick wisdom save?
Sure.
Okay.
Not good.
Okay. So she's going to look like her eyes are almost going to roll back into close. Behind you! And you're going to glance back, and then as you turn, this like Fey mane is going to explode, and it's going to hit them in the ass because they're running. Like all 6 of them are running away from between you and Nico. They're just like gone. The snail is standing there going.
Oh, can Win go up to the snail and tell him he's a good snail?
Yeah, make me an animal handling check to befriend the snail.
Natural fucking 20.
Fuck
She's
yeah.
back, boys.
Let's see. Oh, by the way, you have advantage on this, so that cool.
Supernatural.
I want to find out if I get
Supernatural
nat
20. It comes back from the dead and looks for its
Just nat 20.
its brother or its father or something. Hunting things, rolling 20s. Okay, so yeah, the snail is going to go and just kind of like nuzzle your shoulder.
Aw, it's such a nice snail.
You have a new ally.
Yeah.
You may name the snail.
It's good. Yes. Win. I think that's yours.
As they're running away, Tasira's just gonna cast thaumaturgy to make like more roaring sounds booming out behind them.
Nice.
Trying to mimic Isaac's thing.
Isaac will look over and give a nod of approval.
Let's call him Speedy.
Oh yeah. I'll go over to
Speedy it is.
Isaac for a high five.
In the distance,
Yeah,
you
that
can,
really worked. Teamwork, buddy.
Yeah.
in the distance, you can hear the
Very
sound
well
of their
done.
voices echoing. Lion people and fox people and goat people.
Oh my.
Goat people.
Did they just call me a goat?
Okay, it's all right. They're gone.
worry about
They're
it.
gone. We won't see them again.
Nope.
Let's
If
keep
I ever
going.
cross paths again, no mercy.
I will personally help you destroy them.
Good.
Well,
No one calls me a
Raffle, 'cause
goat.
That would be more fun, wouldn't it?
And that's real bad.
That would be. Damn it! You beat me to it. I was about to bet you.
Isaac rolls his eyes and walks away.
Yeah. Luthion's just gonna follow him. This way? She's gonna point.
Yeah, whichever the direction.
Oh,
Sorry, whichever the direction of like the next pole of the bridge is gonna be.
Oh, I thought we were going to the side to find the balloon thing. Which Luthien has forgotten which way it is.
that was to the east. To the east.
Okay.
Yes, that
Can
way.
I make a survival check to make sure that we're going the right way?
Absolutely. I'd love it if you did that. Let's get
Solid
it.
choice.
I would love to. Let's
Get
see
it,
how
get
this
it, get it,
goes.
get it.
Yeah! That was almost a 19, but that's gonna be so many butts. Gonna be a 7.
Ooh, we're
So-
gonna get lost.
I used my high rolls for the night's boy.
So that was a 7.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
7 plus 4 to it.
Okay, so you start heading off to the north. And then start going, wait, no. And then you veer down to the south and start walking toward the mist wall, because that's where you need to go. If everyone is
No,
following...
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Is that the right? We're not supposed to be going along the bridgeway. We're going the opposite way
Away
of the
from the
bridgeway.
bridge.
Away from the bridge.
Ah, shoot. Sorry.
Anybody
No,
else who wants
that's
to
okay.
make me a try can go ahead.
Well, sure. I mean,
Sure,
we
why
might
not?
as well give it a shot.
There's no
Can
real...
I aid somebody?
Yeah, I was
Absolutely.
wondering about
Height?
aiding someone, yeah.
Sure.
Do Win or Luthien have survival?
No, my wisdom is crap.
Well, I don't have survival, but I'm pretty wise.
Okay,
know the way of the
I'll use
land.
my height to give Win advantage.
All right.
You put Win on your shoulders.
There you go.
Well, that's gonna be 18.
See, I should have just taken Nico and just like tossed him up.
That's really what you do. Now, as you're walking here right now, the ground beneath you is very hard to move through. Sticky mud of the exposed swamp is going to count as difficult terrain here as you... The snail is doing actually pretty well. And if you chose to, you could ride the snail instead.
When's gonna ride the snail?
Okay. So... And actually, with that roll, what you'll do is, as you are moving onward, you are going to see up ahead a sinkhole that suddenly starts to appear in the ground. It's almost like bits of mud begin to dissolve into nothing beneath. But with that roll, you'll easily be able to dodge it as this pit of mud opens in front of you, as the swamp at low tide separates. Now, here the waters are rather fetid, and anybody with a particularly strong sense of smell is probably going to be getting a lot of like that whole like loamy, mildewy scent. So if you like that, you're in good luck. Okay. A little bit ahead of you, and looking around from your vantage point, when you're going to see something kind of coming at your face. It's mist, but it's a little...
Catch it.
Yeah, and you're not going to have a choice, actually, because as you look toward it, it's a pink mist that drifts toward your face like a perfume sample. And as your hand is going to go right through it, and it's going to just stick to your face. You are covered with... I'm sorry about this. There we go. There we go. A wisp of sweet, candied mist.
What
Similar
is this?
in consistency and taste to cotton candy.
You'll never be free of it.
No.
Oh my gosh.
And with that roll, Isaac, as you're wandering around
That's
at the...
sticky.
It is. It's also very
She's gonna
tasty.
try and peel bits off and eat it.
It is tasty. This will nourish you and give you a little bit of a sugar high. But
When we'll eat it.
Isaac, nearby,
Oh,
you
there's cotton candy in the air.
are going to see an old, weathered, waterlogged tree rising out with a number of hollows in it and a rotted-off door at its base, partially submerged by mud at this point. But at one point, you think that this probably was a tree, probably suitable for gnomes? Pixies? And in a hollow at about your head height, so nearly 7 feet up, you are going to see that there is a little plate in the center of the hollow, which appears like it once was maybe a workshop. The tree itself is hollow and about 30 feet wide, or 30 feet in diameter. And on it, you are going to see that there, on this little wooden plate, 3 cookies shaped like elves. They look fresh baked.
I'm gonna look over my shoulder to make sure Nico and Win are both distracted. And as long as they're not looking, I'm just going to pull something, like a branch or something down to cover this entrance and just continue on my way.
Okay. All right.
Well, I mean, that's kind of rude. I mean, Win wouldn't try and steal from somebody.
No, I'm aware, but cookies left out in the middle of nowhere. You just ate cotton candy fluff that fell into your face from the sky.
I mean, it's on my face. It's kind of I can't avoid it at this point.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm from the Fey Wilds. I know it's weird here, man.
Is there anything else around? Like as we're walking, can Sister make like a perception to see like if there's any other?
Yeah, actually, as you're walking, make your perception roll. And we'll see what you got.
Cool.
Yes, please someone else find those cookies, but there is no way in any afterlife that Isaac would touch food
17.
in the middle of a swamp in the Fey Wild. Just not gonna happen.
What'd you get, Cecilia?
Please someone else find it.
17.
17. Nearby on a lily pad, a series of lily pads actually, you will see that there are 3 frogs, rather large ones, about the size of like chickens. So quite like beefy bullfrogs, kind of looking, kind of off into the middle distance. Mad mountain, mad mountain.
Do you talk?
Mountain.
Only in bad 90s references.
Hey, it's a local brewery that we have.
That's true.
And they're going to leap off into the swamp. And actually, one moment. They're going to leap into the swamp suddenly. And Cicera, with your perception roll, you are going to start to hear the sound of water. And notice that they should have been leaping into mud. But instead, there is a slight splash as the water begins to rise. And it's rising rather rapidly.
Guys, the water is rising. We should get to high ground or something. It's rising quickly.
Okay,
Wind's
cool.
perked up on the snow going,
Yeah.
This is a giant snail, I'll let you know.
How tall is this little hut that is empty?
Little hut.
Or the thing that I was looking in? Sorry.
Oh,
the
it was
tree?
a tree a little ways back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh,
it's,
are there other trees around that are
mostly
climbable?
it's just like reed land and just waterlogged marshland around here. But honestly, y'all could climb the snail. I mean,
Yeah, for the moment, and then we'll get to high ground, I guess.
Yeah.
well, I mean, the snail will count as high ground.
Okay.
I mean, Sophia, I'm already on
To
high
save
ground here.
yeah.
or to save room,
Yeah.
I'll look at Isaac. Isaac, hold out your hands. I'll jump and pop into fox form in a little itty bitty fennec and drop into Isaac's hands.
He'll
As I
put you on his
very
shoulder.
cute trick. You're quite adorable. I'll scritch Nico behind the ears.
She
Get
will
that up on the
lean
high ground.
into it dangerously, like
Yeah.
almost falling off
Oh,
of Isaac.
careful, don't fall off Isaac now.
Being that I'm already on the high ground, can I have a look around to see if I can spot where that balloon came down?
Absolutely. And as the water continues to rise up, you are going to see that if you're looking for high ground, the snail is a good option for the short term. But a little bit beyond, you are going to see that there is a bit of a part to the mist directly ahead of you to the east. And through it, a crumbling stone tower rises out of the swamp suddenly.
Oh, look, there's some high ground. It's a tower.
And as she says that, only Wynn would call this a tower. For as you all look at it, you notice that it's leaning at such an angle that it threatens to keel over. Black brambles surround the base of it and cling to its lower half. You know, it would look bigger if they trimmed that. Hanging from the crenulations on the lower side of the peak is a large woven basket at the end of a tangle of ropes and tattered fabric. The basket dangles a good 30 feet above the swamp. The tower itself is about 50 feet tall and about 20 feet in diameter, with an open door at the bottom that is slowly going up to about a foot of water into it. And yeah, the black brambles cover the entire lower bit and cluster in a dense patch around the open doorway. You can make it through, but it will be difficult terrain to push through them.
Oh, look, there's the balloon.
Oh, you're right.
We don't know if that person is around, so we should be on our guard.
Yeah. They may not be friendly.
I'll like paw at Isaac's like mane a little bit to get his attention. And I'll like point to the ground with my little fox paw.
I'll put her down.
I'll try to sneak through the brambles.
Okay. And as you approach, you'll actually be able to make it through the brambles easier than most, but as you approach, you are going to hear a voice, hushed and whisper, overhead. Psst, you down there. Psst, you there. I need your help. It's coming from the basket.
I'll like point. I'll like come back out and like point up. And then sneak back in.
Oh, look up?
Yeah.
Is there someone up there?
You'll see something kind of rustling a basket that's hanging from, or something inside of the basket rustles, I should say.
How far away is the basket?
30 feet up in the air.
Sweet, Cecily's gonna cast message.
Oh, okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look at them and be like, are you okay up there? Do you need a hand? Are you in danger? You can reply to this message.
I love that you end every message with that message. It's
Yes.
just like, it's copy over and out. It's just so good.
Yeah.
And immediately a voice is going to appear in your head. Yes, I do need help. My name is Sir Talavar. I am a knight of the Summer Queen, one of her most loyal servants. And I am trapped. Help! Nico, pushing into the building, you are going to see that you're going to be able to make your way through the brambles, and as you do, find that the inside of this tower it's in pretty bad shape. It has been ebbing and flooding for generations at this point. Anything that was made of wood inside of here is completely waterlogged and very, very difficult to navigate. In fact, the rest of your party would probably have a difficult time going up some of the wooden stairs that are stacked along the inside or hooked to the inside of the wall. But however, you weigh about 1.5 pounds. So can I get an acrobatics check from you?
Hold on, I gotta open my Kit Sadria notes here
Sounds
specifically.
good.
It'll be half a momo. Gotta go open my Google Docs. Hold on.
And you have a... Oh, actually, as you are approaching the brambles and starting to work your way through them, you are going to notice just off to the side 2 giant constrictor snakes who are lying together, asleep, amidst the brambles. When I say giant constrictor snakes, I mean giant constrictor snakes. These could swallow a Kissadria whole and still have room for dinner. You're basically like a pre-dinner olive for these things.
I'm so small.
Oh, no, baby.
Just double checking. And that was in acrobatics?
Yes.
Okay, so it's dex based, so I have advantage on this.
Nice.
Nice.
That's what I was double checking. I'm like, I'm pretty sure, but I'm just gonna double check.
You have disadvantage on all strength-related things while in this form.
Yup. Cause small. Cause I'm
small.
baby. Alright. Blah! Ooh. Okay. Let me look up my modifier for acrobatics. It's gonna be dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right. So as you approach the brambles, you're starting to like gauge how you can make it up the side of the inside of this tower. But as you're looking around, you notice these snakes. How are you going to try to get through the brambles? Are you just going to take your time?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it really slow and try to be really slow and quiet.
Okay. So if with Nico's advantage on Dex in this form, I'm going to say that I'm not going to bother having you roll because I think that you can sneak past these sleeping creatures since it's advantage versus disadvantage, right? It's going to be an easy one. So as you are heading up, you are able to bounce to and fro along the stairwell that is rotted out from inside of this tower and make your way up the spiral stairwell inside. There's nothing really of value inside of this place. Anything that was is turned to sludge eons ago. But soon enough, you are going to find yourself up at the window, about 30 feet up where this basket is dangling. While she is making her way there, what are the rest of you doing?
I wanted to look at the string that the basket is dangling from.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was wondering if I shot the basket down, if anyone could catch it.
Okay.
Because I do have a... Yes. I was going to put that to everyone.
And when you say giant snail, how tall is
Oh,
that?
that's true.
So if Wynn stood on it and then Luthien shot it down, would Wynn just kind of like, it would just drop like a couple feet and Wynn would catch it?
So the basket is 30 feet up.
Yeah. I'm asking how tall the giant snail, though, is.
Oh, the giant snail? Actually, let me just double check.
Because if Wynn stood on top of that, she's 5 foot something, and
Yeah,
the
that's-
giant
yeah.
snail
We'll
is
just
a
build
good
a
10 feet.
a humanoid pyramid
Yeah.
on top of the snail. Like
The snail,
Isaac and I will
and
be
then
on the
Isaac, and
bottom.
then-
Yeah.
So, using the scale for the snail, I think the snail is probably about 10 feet tall.
Alright, so we're all by 15, and if
Okay.
Luthien drops it, it's only dropping I guess 15.
Okay, but how
Yeah,
big
not
is the
bad.
basket again?
Yeah.
So it is the basket of a hot air balloon, so quite
A
large.
full-size hot air balloon.
So I would say it would take
human.
two of
Okay.
you to catch it at least.
I can.
Well, if Isaac comes up with me.
That could work.
I more meant if anyone wanted to do any spells or something. That's not so dangerous. No,
But to
okay.
catch it, I don't have anything to
Whatever.
catch it. I could shoot a firebolt at it, but that's about it.
That
We
would
can-
probably
this-
not be the best option.
No.
Maybe we should best venture in. If we're gonna go up there, perhaps we should best venture into the tower. Perhaps there's a way up.
True.
So, Nico, you are going to hop out the window and onto the roof that this thing is kind of dangling off of. And as you get a nice vantage point up there, you are going to come face to face with the corpse of a frog. Have you ever met a bullywug before? Because you have now.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna flip a coin to see if I would have come across them before. I'm gonna say no.
A bipedal frog lies dead on the roof of this. It's wearing aviator goggles and what looks like kind of a little froggy flight suit. Probably was the pilot of this vessel. Now, as the rest of you try to move through the brambles, what I would like you all to do is make me a stealth check. Actually, pardon me. Those of you who are going through, Win, you are going to notice these constrictor snakes. No one else is going to. So as you are approaching the brambles, you are going to see that there are thick, giant constrictor snakes, about as wide around as Isaac, wrapped into the
Look,
brambles.
snakes. Yeah,
Snakes?
right
What
there.
snakes where?
Right
And-
there.
Where are they?
As she says that, a snake just shifts in its sleep, and a tail the size of, a horse's haunch is going to lift through the brambles, a shadow of death.
Do you think they ate
Eh?
Nico?
What?
They look really asleep. I don't think so.
Okay.
I think we would have noticed. Nick probably would have gotten a pain scream out.
You hear kind of murmured from the soggy, wet ground. The floodwaters are about up to your knees at this point. Thankfully, you're all medium-sized. Well,
I think we
minus the
probably
fox.
shouldn't go that way. I'm gonna go back and climb on the snake.
Now, are these snakes like surrounding the tower?
They are wrapped through the brambles. They don't appear to be
Yeah,
affected
fully.
by the brambles as you're looking at them. They seem perfectly comfortable.
So if we were to get the snake, the snail close enough to the tower to do anything, it's gonna wake up the snakes anyway.
Probably, yeah.
What? Brain function. Cersira,
Yeah.
you have that pixie dust, no?
Mm-hmm. I have 2 of them.
Perhaps that might get us to him.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
True.
Why don't we stay back here, away from the snakes,
Yeah.
and you go over?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. That's what I was thinking. I was gonna see if anyone else had any other ideas, but that was what I was kind of thinking, was using this pixie dust and flying up to him.
Great minds think alike.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good idea. And Luthien is immediately going to back away from the snakes.
Yeah, so Isaac's already like 10 feet back. Like he's just been slowly walking backwards this entire time.
Pussy.
Literally.
Yeah, I know, it's so good. So good. Meanwhile, back on top of the tower, someone with another idea. As you are finding this bullywug dead on the roof, you will hear, "Hello there, Fox. Hello, can you hear me?"
I'll respond just in like,
Shh! 2 serpents are asleep in the brambles just outside the tower door. If you awaken them, they might put the squeeze on you. Or worse, devour me. I'm in a bit of a bind, as you can see. I, Sir Talavara, am one of the Summer Queen's loyal servants. I ask that you free me. You see, I was in the midst of a daring escape from the vile Pavlorma Bright Straw, when our balloon was set upon by an ill wind and sent plummeting to this dastardly location. My pilot, the Honorable Wigglewog, did not survive. I have been trapped here for a while now. Help me, or I must tell my queen of the fall of Prismeer.
at like fall of Prismeer, she'll just like kind of sit up on her haunches and like.
You are intelligent, correct? I can see it in your eyes. Your eye, I can only really see one. Can you hop down into the basket?
And I'll jump down.
Okay. You'll see the basket shift slightly. And like those of you who are on the ground, and as you land on it, in the basket is a bird cage. And in it is the one who is known as Sir Talavar. A violet fairy dragon with a dashing mustache and longsword at his hip.
Mustache friend.
Oh my god.
I love him. We're married now.
You're married now? What a man. All right.
What a man, what a man.
That's exactly where my head went to.
Yes, I was trapped inside of this cage by Bavlorna Blightstraw. It cannot be opened by anything save a magical key. I ask that you help me, friend. We are friends, are we not? You have the air of someone who believes in goodness, valor, and justice. Or
I
at lea-
will salute with my little fox paw.
I like you. You're smart. Good.
Can I insight check him?
Yeah, please.
Because I don't know if I smell bullshit or not. I smell a lot
mean-
as a fox, but I don't know if I smell bullshit. Another nat 20! My beautiful Aviana dice. Love
Beautiful.
nat 20s tonight. That is going to be a total of 23.
The chat is suggesting that the cage could be opened with Love's first kiss.
Oh, no.
And I'm never, you know what, in this module, I'm never going to say no to Love's first kiss. So, he seems completely legitimate. And a little full of himself. He has a Sir in front of his name. It's kind of hard not to be. Like, you know, Sir Ian McKellen kind of earned it too. This is Ian McKellen as a fairy dragon, I just realized. And I'm down with
Oh my
that.
god, yeah. I'm okay with that.
Yes, a fox. You remind me of the time that I traveled deep into the heart of Kitsria, the land of the fox people. I met with a wondrous party of adventurers known as the Kit Kat Crew. They were allied with cat people. It was a play on what it was very interesting, actually. It was quite nice. There was a diplomatic envoy that I was involved. You know what? We don't have time for that. I need help.
Can I search the balloon for, like, any key or anything that I could use to try to jimmy it open?
Yes, you may. Yes, you may.
Investigation check?
Yes, please.
Yeah. And my luck goes in the toilet, down the drain, up in the
worry.
smoke. It's not a 1,
So you
but
start
it is a 4.
You start scratching around the basket. No, my friend, it is not here. As far as I understand, the key is in the possession of a goblin who lives nearby, named Jingle Jangle. She lives atop Telemy Hill, not too far from here, so long as the mountain hasn't wandered off, as it is likely to do from time to time. If you can help get this cage down, however, I can guide you over. I would greatly appreciate not being around these snakes any longer. I saw that you have adventurers nearby. Yes, down, yes. Good.
No, I'm pointing to, like, me with my fox paw when he said adventure. Nico's
Oh, yes,
just
of
like,
course. No. I wasn't implying that you aren't an adventurer. I was implying that you had allies. Which may be slightly more, thumb-dexterous. I'm sure your mouth is incredibly agile, my friend, but thumbs are very useful for... Oh, my. Please,
God damn it.
forgive me, my lady.
God damn it.
You knew I was bringing in a patoot. I warned you.
But I loves her. She's the best.
At some point, like, Cicera will just, like, casually fly up.
Yeah, he just floats up.
So Cicera, so what you're gonna get is a like a blushy like moment between like maybe you're not, but he's a little like oh my, and at that you're gonna see like purple horns just kind of like lift. And just kind of like Marty McFly it on the top of the DeLorean, like right next to the basket.
Oh. Nico.
Yes, friends with thumbs.
Yeah, I don't have much time. I have a minute, so get on. We're going down.
There are snakes. Oh, that was,
Get on.
well.
How big is Sir Talavar?
He is a fairy dragon, so he
Okay,
is...
cool. So he's very small. So I'm gonna grab the cage and Nico
Cool. I will
and bounce.
hop onto, like, Cicera's head, like, right between her horns and, like, put my little paws, like, on her forehead.
Absolutely can do that. You are wearing a fox hat now. So as you pick as you pick up the cage, you are going to hear beneath you. The other three of you are going to see the snakes begin to coil around the tower and lift up. And as they do, you will hear as they speak in their own snaky tongue.
Oh, that's not good.
I think it's time Speedy earns his name.
We should go.
One of them peers over toward you and hisses, and then up at the basket. And,
Can I try and make friends with him?
now, does anyone here have speak with animals? Just going to ask that in advance.
No.
Doesn't? All right. Well, hey.
I don't have bells.
When,
Unless they speak Kitsadrian, no.
strangely enough, they've eaten enough that they might have picked up something.
Oh.
So when you may attempt to do so with a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Okay.
Not animal handling. Strangely, for some reason.
It's almost like they're sentient.
Well, I hate the disadvantage. Because that would have been a nat 20.
Mm-hmm.
You said persuasion?
Mm-hmm.
18.
All right. What are you doing? They rise up, looking at you with their eyes snarling up at the basket and starting to get rather
you
agitated.
guys are just beautiful. Look at those shiny scales.
Huh?
You just look ever so lovely. Is it because of those brambles? Do they help, like, keep the scales all fresh and shiny?
Like exfoliation?
Oh, yes, that's the word.
They like start chattering at each other and kind of.
You look very jewel-toned. It's very pretty. I couldn't see you up close before, but now, wow.
Luthien is just going to very, very slowly nod in the background.
Sorry we disturbed your nap.
Seems to be working.
We didn't mean to. We'll leave you be. Oh, would you like some cotton candy?
One of them shakes his head. The other one is going to like bap her and be like.
I got lots. Hey, share.
They're going to do
Karen's
something.
Karen, after all.
At the mention of the horrible witch Karen, they both shudder. For they have worked retail before.
No, caring.
Okay.
No, I would never mention Karen.
No, you did.
But you just did!
And now she wants to speak to your manager. All right. So, then they're going to do something. As you offer out the cotton candy, they are going to kind of slither forward. And those of you who are watching are going to get the sense that, oh crap, what are you doing? As these huge black and brown shapes begin to just come toward her, slithering across the ground like tree trunks. And then they're going to lick the air a couple of times as they near Wynn, getting a good sense of things, because that's how snakes see in many ways, and are going to do something that you weren't expecting. They genuflect.
Here's some cotton candy.
The snakes will accept it, but both of them are going to give each other a look and just curtsy in front of you. If a snake could curtsy, they bow their head and kind of rumple themselves up a little as if
Well, you're welcome.
at a fancy ball.
Wynn will dip a little in return.
Majesty.
Stumble slightly. Oh, well, no.
And they are going to just slither off into the swamp.
Well, that was weird.
Can I make an insight check?
Yes, you may, as you're floating down.
Yeah, because I think player Robin, knows exactly what happened. But I don't know if Cicera
Sure,
would have.
go ahead. Make
Nope.
it
Natural one. Cicera
Natural one.
does not.
You were just like, oh my god, she's gonna be eaten by them snakes.
By them snakish.
But for those of you who are nearby, what do you? So Luthien and Isaac, you're right there.
Yeah, can I make an insight
Sure.
check?
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
I don't care. Let's do it.
Oh, they were awful nice. So far, everything's been great.
We
God, I can't
were.
roll for
Oh,
shit.
no, I also can't roll for shit. I know nothing.
3. Yeah, 11.
11.
Wow, you had a lot to that then. Nope.
Well, I rolled an 8. And
All right.
Oh, well, that's good. Oh, I got
Yeah.
a 6.
Okay. So they are going to slither off into the marsh, vanishing under the water.
She's gonna pick a little bit of the dried, like, cotton candy mist from her face.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, this is the best way to travel. And, Cecilia, you will float down to the ground with a fox on your head and a cage in your hand like Mary Poppins. Just,
I want fan art of this, chat. I want fan art of this.
Well,
Mary
hello.
Poppins, y'all.
Cecilia Poppins.
Assy Poppins.
So, what can we do for you?
I need to be let out of this cage. I want to be out of this cage and be feeling just fine. We were in the sky, but then we had to get down when, well, you know how it goes.
I will climb down off of Cecilia's shoulder and just kind of hop down onto the ground and right in front of the cage morph back into just Nico.
Oh, you're quite fetching.
Is that a dog joke?
I wouldn't dream of it.
I think it's a pretty joke, Nico. Well, or not even a joke, just a pretty.
I'm sorry, I seem to be slightly rattled from the snakes. You know how it is, it starts off with a hiss and then it ends up like this.
It's true. It's true.
How did it end up like this? It was only a hiss. It was only a hiss.
I'm gonna drown him.
I mean, they were pretty.
I wouldn't say
but
no.
they seemed quite nice.
Okay,
they
so
did look a little scary, but also like
I'm gonna look this up.
kindness.
Well, now that I can speak freely.
for
Ladies, gentlemen, gentle lion, however you wish to be preferred, or of course any distinct personal pronouns or anything, please. I am Sir Talavar, and I wish to respect you as is courtly etiquette and general politeness and as the common folk say, dickishness dictates. I am a knight of the Summer Queen, Titania. I was sent to Prismeer to barter an allegiance and bring Prismeer under the Sealy Court's influence. I came here a bit too late.
Oh, did you meet a hag already?
Bavlorna Blightstraw.
Oh, I'm looking for her.
And actually, as you hear that name again, you and Isaac are going to get this strange, shivering feeling. And in the distance, not a direction that you can name, but over there, wherever there would be. You'll never be able to find it if you tried, though. A little ding, 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 ringing sound. And you know what you are missing is here. Somewhere in this realm. The two of you. There's Bavlorna.
I need to get it back.
Bavlorna Blightstraw. She dwells in a spooky cottage. The heart of Downfall, a bullywug settlement. The bullywugs are quite courteous and welcoming, but she is a malicious and malodorous influence. She's quite dangerous, able to conjure minions that appear much as she does. Clones, I believe they're called. She has two sisters. This is where Prismeer's tale of woe begins, for as far as I understand, the great queen of Prismeer was overthrown by 3 hags from something called the Hourglass Coven. They used an artifact.
Oh, yes.
You know of
Stolen
them.
stuff from us.
I'm very sorry.
Yeah, I heard of them.
Well, it is a tragic turn of events. And pardon me 1 second, I just have to look one thing up because there's a name in here that I can never pronounce, even in my head. And I refuse to have another Chardalian situation.
What you mean, Charlin?
No, because I'm not a sucker. I don't buy into that hype.
You're not talking about Sardalin? Come on, man.
I'm not. Okay.
Oh, yee.
Okay. All right. The Queen Zabilna was captured. She's even beyond that. The hags used an artifact called Igwilv's Cauldron. Using this, they frozen time itself inside of Zabilna's her palace, trapping her inside.
Could you spell Igvils? Because I'm never gonna get that.
Yes, of course, my friend. I notice you're taking notes. I think that's very important. It's good. It's good.
Taking notes.
It's good for your memoirs, I imagine. Hi, of course. Could you give me a carbon copy of those once I'm rescued? I would love to include this adventure, in posterity.
Okay, but why don't you spell it?
Yes, IGGWILV. Igwilv.
Oh, I was so close.
Oh, I was close. I missed a G. I added an E as well.
But try pronouncing that in your head with no context. It's not easy.
Yeah.
So you just need to read a little bit more Welsh.
No thanks. No thanks.
I need to learn a Welsh accent.
Oh God, Welsh.
Any sort of history check to recognize the name of that artifact, or?
You know what? I can give you an Arcana check. Or a history check. I'll give you either, actually.
They are
Can
the
I
same
make
for
one?
me.
Because
Sure.
I'm from here?
Sure.
I'll make an Arcana.
I will do history from my teachings from. Oh boy.
Okay. 19.
19.
I got 8, so no.
Okay. 1 sec. Let me just look up what...
I'm smarter!
You are smart.
Oh, God. I can't wait till you meet some of these people.
Dude, I'm so excited.
Igwilv. The Witch Queen. A powerful, evil, chaotic, we'll say, entity. A true, her name's the Witch Queen. Basically, she is Zabilna's exact opposite. The yang to her yin. The night to her day. She is everything that Zabilna is not. Where Zabilna is, she's basically the Wicked Witch of the West by comparison. Although she kind of is a hottie. I'm not gonna show you the picture yet because you haven't met her. She's kind of hot. She's definitely the Betty to Zabilna's. She's the Veronica to Zabilna's Betty. In fact, literally, they're like, wow, that really.
You're like, hold on, wait.
Blondes and brunettes as dichotomies are.
I know, it's basically
tale as old as time.
Tale as old as time. Rap as old as rhyme.
Of the frustrated.
Mom shirt and spaghetti.
God. Sir Talavar, was
Yes.
it?
Yes, it was. My good friend
Isaac.
Liam.
Isaac Rinaldi of the Runingling. Lovely to meet you.
I cannot reach through the cage, but here, a fist bump, perhaps.
Well, perhaps this won't be necessary. Is this a magic lock?
Absolutely.
Of course it is.
Well, of course. It wouldn't be an adventure if it wasn't.
He was saying he needed like a key or something that was like on a mountain or some shit.
Yes, it is on. Well, it's a hill. Telemy Hill. It's over in that direction.
Telemy Hill. Okay.
Okay.
Look over. Is there a hill over that direction?
It's a little bit of ways away. It migrates. This actually makes sense. Those of you who saw it walking around.
Yeah.
I do want to show you this map sometime because it literally has feet.
Nice.
I love that. Howl's Moving Mountain.
Oh, I see. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, no, I'm looking at the map on the Roll20.
It's so good. It's so good. Yes, if you.
Oh, there he is.
Right, it's so cool. You just have to go a little bit of ways, and you should be able to make it there. You just need to find Jingle Jangle, a goblin, who should be able to help you. Well, help you, help me, as it were. If you do this, I would be happy to bestow upon one of you a great honor. Perhaps you, fair maiden, my apologies. You were not speaking when first we met.
I'm Nico Freya. Nice to meet you.
It is absolutely my pleasure.
I like your mustache.
I thank you. I like it quite a bit myself.
Isaac preens his a little.
Oh, and yes, of course.
No, it turns out no one sees this. He turns away and does it.
one of those I'm gonna check my teeth moments.
Yeah, exactly. It's what the camera sees, but no one else.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna roll my mustache sense. There.
My
If you-
mustache sense.
If you help me, I will be on my way to go and return my report to the Summer Queen.
Well, okay.
Oh, by the way, I'm Gwendolyn Schaffer. You can call me Win.
I shall call you Win then.
Sasira.
Lovely to meet you.
Lady Win and Sasira. I'm truly sorry. I should have recognized. And he will do a full bow in front of Win.
Excuse me, but why do people keep doing that to me?
Your
What?
royalty. It is
What?
obvious. You, Your Majesty.
I am?
Yes, it is a
When
bit.
did that happen?
Those of you who were at the big top remember that Win was crowned the Witchlight Monarch.
Oh,
Yeah. See, Robin knew that, but Sasira
Yeah.
rolled a 1, so Sasira didn't know. But Robin knew that the instant Kelly said Majesty. I'm like,
I fucking forgot.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to be born. Right into
you-
royalty or marry it. I'm not married.
Uh,
Did I get married?
When
Oh.
you were crowned at the carnival, I didn't think
Wait.
it would transfer over, but
That counts?
Apparently.
Yes,
Oh, I didn't even get to
Queen?
keep the crown.
Your regal bearing is more than enough to show your true royal blood.
covered in mud and
candy.
cookies.
It couldn't have gone to someone better. I'm just saying. Basically goes to the group's toddler. I love it.
I love it.
So good, I love it.
And
Well,
friend elf,
I mean, that's awful flattering.
Yes.
Thank you.
Mello.
Pardon?
Bless you.
Sorry, my Elvish is a bit rusty.
I'm Luthien. It's very nice to meet you.
Oh, you're speaking common. Sorry.
Yes.
Have you ever done that thing where you expect someone to be speaking a different language and then they say something in a language and then you're like, oh, yes, of course. So that means, parlez-vous français?
Yes, and then
it's just,
and then you stumble over your words. And
I
put your
do.
foot in your mouth a couple of times. I understand. I understand. That happens all the time.
Oh, I'm very
Well, it's
sorry.
very nice to meet you.
It is very nice to meet you as well, friend elf. Well, now that we are here, perhaps we should, sally forth?
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
Yes, let's. Why don't we attach your cage, I guess, to the snail. That way you have a good viewpoint and be out of the water.
The snail nails and agrees, or nods and agrees. It doesn't nail. The snail doesn't nail.
I'm gonna pat the snail and give it a little squeech under the chin.
I guess this
that
is
nod.
your royal chariot, your highness.
The snail with a little hammer in its eye stalk. Just
Cassie, are you
We're gonna
making
go that way.
fun of
Yep.
me?
It's just such a good image. Its eye like wrapped around.
just do.
Yeah, I definitely saw it the other way.
Yeah.
Thought of that too, but then Chris just said what Chris just said.
Chris just took it out of the mud
Yeah.
and rescued it. So good job, Krista.
Whimsical, okay?
Whimsical as hell.
Whimsical as fuck.
Boy.
All right, and so attaching the cage to the snail, do you head over toward Telemy Hill?
Yes.
Yes.
Continuing forward, you will make your way toward it. And as you do, one moment, please. I have to see if something happens. The water is still quite high as you are making your way to the east. And as you were doing so, you're all kind of crowded up on top of the snail. The waters are fairly high. But drifting toward you is an 8-foot square wooden raft. It looks like it was abandoned at some point. Mud around the sides of it that is slowly being leached off by the water is probably the reason why. Low tide sank this thing. But there's a wooden raft if you want to have an extra boat.
Do we want to tie this up to the snail? Does Speedy want to pull this?
If the snail could shrug, it would.
Luthien, may I borrow your rope?
Yes, of course. She'll just give it to him out of her backpack.
He'll kind of hop over onto it, tie around, and then toss it up to Luthien to tie off on the snail.
All right. You do so. And you now have something to trail and just to hang out on and to relax on. You've got your own beach boat finally.
Yeah.
You can relax. You can retire on your boat.
On
This was Isaac's real goal.
Yes,
Yep.
truly.
Retire in the like Florida.
Yeah.
The Fey Wild.
All right.
Sarah, do you mind tying this? Do you mind tying this for me? I feel like you would have a better idea of how to tie a good knot than I would.
Sure, I guess I could.
I don't know any of those fancy knots.
Okay. Yeah, sure. That's I mean I could teach you
Thank
some if you
you.
like.
Oh, at a later date, I think.
Okay.
But that sounds good.
Okay. Odd glance at Luthien.
Well, I've never had to before, so I don't know how to do those fancy knots.
Nah, it was part of my training at the.
See, I thought so. You looked very knowledgeable.
Yeah, I'm
learned.
quite naughty.
Yes, that too, I suppose.
Oh my.
What?
Nothing at all. Just looking around. Mount Telemy Hill should be around here somewhere.
Right.
If Isaac had a hat, it would be over his face.
And with that,
Are we going in the right direction?
you make your way further. And after about a half hour, a little bit longer of traveling and slowly drifting through the water, it will recede rather quickly, like someone pulled the plug somewhere on a drain. The raft will plunge into mud.
Ugh.
And all around you, you will see that the ground is rising up. Mostly just to the east of you, actually. A bit of a hill is directly there. And the sweet scent of fruit surrounds you. Damp, downy, silver-green moss blankets a gentle upward slope that gives way to a craggy ridge that marks the top of the hill. Dozens of enormous willow trees dot the hillside, swaying, as though in a breeze, despite the absence of one. In fact, there are a couple of these willows nearby, flanking you. And as your craft becomes lodged and the snail keeps slushing forward, what do you do, Isaac?
Well, I've now gone in the mud, and so he's getting up and trying to, get off as much mud as he can. And he'll untie the rope from the raft.
The snail will try to keep dragging the raft and kind of confused as to why it's being slowed down at all.
Yeah, exactly.
I would die for this snail.
Right?
I imagine Isaac sidestepping as it's moving slowly ahead, untying as it's going because the snail's not stopping.
Oh, so if once the Cyril looks back and sees Isaac, we'll go and tie the snail, the raft from on top. Sorry, Isaac, I didn't realize you're trying to do that.
All good. And I'll grab the rest of the rope, tie it up properly, and hand it back to Luthien.
And can I get a perception? You know what? I'm just gonna spend a hurt them more. It's more fun. So as you finish doing that, what are Nico and Win doing? Because the rest of you were kind of dealing with the raft and looking around and stuff like that. But what about you two, Win and Nico?
seeing if I can see anything kind of on the horizon, like kind of like looking around, just kind of like checking around to make sure that like nothing's following us, if there's anything weird.
Okay.
Trying to get a good sense of the layout, even though I know we're in the Fey Wilds, and I'm like, nah, shit's weird here, fam.
Perfect. So, and then when were you doing?
She'll talk to the knight and just be all like, asking about the area and has he been here before?
Yes, I was here doing a reconnaissance, as I previously stated, my lady.
Oh.
Yes, I would be happy to lead you to where Bavlorna is to help your friends retrieve their items.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Yes. Yeah, I believe she's the one who stole from Sassy.
I don't. Is that the
Isaac.
the naughty one? As I hear.
Oh, what?
The tiefling, sarsaparilla.
Sasira. That,
No,
yes!
I don't think that's it. I think it's
No, it is.
Sriracha.
Sasira, so sassy.
You just call her Sassy.
Sassafras.
But,
Sylvester.
Stallone?
what's the other one?
Stallone? Adrian.
Just
No, I
an
don't think
association now.
Andolin. Andolin's the one who stole from me.
Speaking of, it is getting a bit rocky around here. And as you
But
are
no,
looking...
I was wondering if you knew anything about this mountain. Is there anything we need to watch out for?
And as Wynn says that, Nico, you are looking around, you're like checking around, you're like back to the front. Okay, there's some trees and a mountain here. Looking back behind you. There's like swamp behind you. You look back, there's some trees in front of you.
What the fuck, y'all?
You look back, there's some trees behind you. You look to the north, there's trees there. You are suddenly surrounded by trees in the center of a glade that wasn't here a second ago. And as you go, what the fuck, y'all? One of the trees is going to lean forward. We don't want any problems.
We won't cause any problems.
Oh, well, that's
don't want
wonderful
any
because we
either,
don't
but
want any.
hi.
Yeah, we don't want to give you problems.
Why are you here?
We're just trying to get to Talamy Hill.
We need a key. See, he's in a cage. We're just trying to help someone.
That's not a dragon seed.
A what?
What?
A seed to grow dragons.
No, we know.
How do you grow a dragon?
You plant the
Really?
plant. The other willows are gonna shake their head in disagreement. Like, no, that's not how you, bro. That's
Really?
not, you always
know
do
that.
this.
I thought they
You
grew from
always do
eggs.
this.
Maybe
when
explain
they
yourself.
Why are you here?
I just told you we're trying to get to Talamy Hill.
Dude.
You are at Telemy Hill.
Oh, well, wonderful.
Well, that works out.
Telemy
Perfect.
Hill is beneath you, and we speak for it.
You're a very nice hill.
Very lush.
Oh, yes, ever so lovely.
Your
Your
bush
voice
is quite
is very
nice.
robust.
It knows, and that was a bit saucy.
Isaac's gonna like lean down to Sir Talavar. Just, you're gonna help us out with this at all, sir?
Hello,
Isaac, what did they mean by that?
friends. We need to see Jingle Jangle.
We need to see Jingle Jangle the Goblin.
Oh,
You do?
why didn't you say so? This way. The trees are going to and start going.
Oh, well, thank you.
And with that, you begin climbing Telemy Hill toward Jingle Jangle, which we'll find out a little more about after this quick break. So folks, don't go anywhere. We're going to take a quick break just to use the washroom and do some stuff, and we'll be back in about 5. See you in a minute. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the portion of... Caitlin, are you eating an egg? Nice.
This portion of Caitlin eating an egg.
She's a good egg.
It's almost done.
You're a good egg. We're all good eggs.
True.
I got more coffee.
I got more coffee, too. All right, so folks,
I'm
welcome
still
back. Sipping your gin and juice.
I got water.
That's
Real
probably
fancy.
for us.
No,
So
it's a heckin' refresher. I'm sorry.
this is the portion of the chat where we talk to you. The portion of the game where we chat with the chat. Let's talk to the egg. Yes, that's right. Talk to the egg.
Talk to the egg before it's gone.
I was gonna say out of
Bye, egg.
Bye.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Oh, eggy, my eggy.
Oh, Eggy,
Like
my
a
Eggy.
mango?
Oh, Lego my ego.
So
Like my
we were briefly chatting while I was grabbing the end of my coffee. I was waiting for water to boil. About how y'all are leaning into the non-combat side of this module so far. How are y'all feeling about that? So you were just talking about that a minute ago.
So much fun.
I'm
Yeah.
fine either way. There's a part of me that's like, Eldritch Blast.
Right?
But at the same
Firebolt.
time,
Witch
I'm
bolt.
just like, I want
I
to
know,
punch
like,
shit.
I have Witch Bolt. Yeah, you want a
Yes.
fucking flurry of blows, that ish.
I want to punch shit and be all tough, but at the same time, it's so much fun being all creative and being all like, oh, well, I mean, I want to make friends with the giant snake, and I start complimenting them and asking them if the brambles are what kept their scales so shiny, and like, I don't know where the fuck this is coming
that
from.
was really good. That was really good.
Christine is not normally this quick off the bat.
It's very good.
This is wind taking over Christine's mouth.
It's called acting,
Yeah.
Christine. It happens.
Hell yeah.
Like that's all you got to do. It's great. You're good at it.
I'm not normally very good at the improv, though.
Yeah, it depends on your
It's
character,
just
though.
kind
That's
of
the thing.
common.
This is you
Yeah.
you are on your absolute A game with Win. Like you've needed to
love
play
her.
this.
Robin and I were
It's-
talking about that the other day when we were talking about
perfect.
the Critical Role module we're going to be running in March, and about how we're like we really were hoping that you would join us in that because like your most recent characters have been like fucking A-list. Like they've been like
Which,
Like-
speaking of Critical Role, nobody put spoilers in because Hayden hasn't
Yes.
seen it yet.
Yeah.
But
I'm not looking at
But-
the chat.
we watched it last night,
yeah.
and we were all like, hey, that's Wynn's outfit.
Oh yeah, one of the characters ripped off Wynn's outfit.
Yep.
Oh, we have another all opals situation.
Well, yeah, there's one character who has a southern accent. It's a different different southern.
And purple hair, and
And
a
I was-
blue shirt,
Wait a
and
minute.
a vest.
God damn it, Laura! How dare you?
I was like, okay, I mean, I can share a character with Laura Bailey, that's okay.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I mean, she's more of a spellcaster while I'm a
You
a
just want to
punch.
you just want to share Travis, and I don't disagree with that.
I mean, Grog was pretty awesome.
These are people, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Travis
These are
is the
real
guy that
people.
plays like the dude. I don't know.
Cool. Perfect.
Perfect. No, you're gonna
Oh,
listen
he's
to
the
it.
one that everyone's
Yes.
like, gosh, everyone's going after this character, and shows Matt, and then goes, when there's a perfectly good DILF right here, and then shows him. So yes, I know who that one is.
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Yes.
Travis is the one that actually can do push-ups out of the entire
He
group.
played
I
a
think.
really good,
No,
I
maybe
think,
I think Marisha could probably
deep-voiced-
definitely do P90X.
not the smartest half-orc type.
Yeah.
He played a real idiot, and I didn't
It was
actually.
great. What little I saw of it, it was great. It was amazing.
Is that Haley's in the chat?
Oh my goodness! Hello, Hayless.
So, folks, if you didn't clue in at this point, Critical Role announced that they are doing an adventure module in March, and so we're gonna do it. It's gonna be great, and it's gonna be fantastic. So we've got the group mostly cast. We got a couple others, and Haley's is too busy.
How dare you be busy?
But Hayliz is probably doing our art for that one at the very least, which
Dun,
is going to be
dun,
fantastic. So we got some really good art for that. And like I really like Kiyoshiki, like who did the art for Witchlight, wonderful. But I got to give it to my homegirl Hayliz. So you have certain days that you're free, like what? Like Sundays? My Sundays are pretty busy. But we'll talk. You're a lovely guest. You are a lovely guest. You're wonderful. Everybody, go pay Hayliz to do art because
Yes.
it's she's
I
great.
mean, I kind of want to get Wynn drawn in Hayless' style.
Oh, like the super detailed, like just
I've been considering it for Isaac, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Because then we
Sasira
could have
too.
like the little bits of like candy and stuff in her hair.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh my gosh.
I know, I kind of want to wait until we're like a little bit further so that it's like, okay, how
So
does
we develop a little more.
exactly, where does the develop come from? So yeah, yeah. May I, speaking of going on roads, may I just say thank you for not listening to Isaac when he was like, "No, let's not go to the airplane, the balloon."
Well, and I was all like, no, I want to do the thing, Isaac.
Yeah, I
Look
want
at
to
him.
explore the map. He's so pretty.
He's a man.
He's
how
so
you're a man.
So I really like
Man.
that apparently Wynn's puppy sad eyes really get to Isaac.
So
Oh, absolutely. He's
So
he's a sucker for a pretty lady.
Which Hayla's just said something about like candy, exclamation, like question mark. Yes, so Wynn's not very lucky. So she ends up with some candy and stuff stuck to her hair on a regular basis, like she trips, and she just keeps eating like the cotton candy that's stuck there in the carnival. So
It's very good.
she's a bit of a mess, but she's a cute mess.
Yeah, very.
So for those of you who are watching and asking Hayla's right now whether or not she did the art, she didn't do the art for this one. She was busy. All of her commissions were closed. So we found a really good artist named Kiyoshiki, who I adore. She's wonderful. Hayla's has done the art for Reign of Emeries and Shards of Nirn, and two vastly different styles. The Shards of Nirn art is like top, just like amazing
Insane.
bullshit. Like it's just like.
All right, I'm gonna go get Ivy because I got a full detail of Ivy.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
The
So
rain game.
Oh,
It's right,
and
Random. If you
Kat
didn't
got
listen to
very
me
done in
over-
Hayla's
Yeah.
style.
so and
The
so what
fancy
we're
style.
yeah. So that is
Oh, it's my baby. That's my baby.
Ivy.
Gorge.
So, and Hayla's is a wonderful artist. You should all go follow her and support her and basically just become her art slaves. Do whatever. Send money at her. Put it in the mail. So we are. So quick announcements, just so that you are aware, because I announced this during Deadlands. Deadlands ran on Sunday, but because of the way that we do our production schedule right now, what's up, Krista?
I was just agreeing with you and was gonna put my hat on. Oh,
You
can't
could have
see
been a
this background.
gunslinger, and you chose
I
to be a
know.
rogue.
I know. I thought we said this while you were getting ready earlier.
Yeah, exactly. I put my cowboy hat on.
right.
Yeah.
I gotta put my background on. Continue.
So, what? Really? All right. That the bridge. You put a
Oh,
bridge
should we-
too.
So
A
you
bridge
can see
too
the
far.
hat.
Hang on.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I don't have any of the Western ones right now.
Alright.
Oh wait, here we go.
So,
There we go.
All right, there you go. It looks like you're on Mars, but that's Lions on Mars.
Cowboy lions on Mars.
Oh, that sounds like such a fun game.
I would watch the fuck out of that.
That is a cartoon. You know what? Biker Mice from Mars was a
Exactly.
cartoon, so like, why not that? Okay, so announcements. So big announcements coming your way right now. So in January, so fun story. I'm going to back up a step. So Deadlands ran on Sunday, but because of our release schedule, Witchlight has a 24-hour turnaround because it's such a popular game, which means that the 48-hour turnaround we normally have on our games for YouTube would mean that both games would occur same day, and it's not good for YouTube. So Sunday games are going to be released on Wednesdays from now on, just because Witchlight is going to like nudge them out of the way, like the prettier stepchild.
We're the playoff games to the regular running TV schedules.
Yeah. So and in January though, we're starting. So actually, this Thursday, Vampire the Requiem is starting, which you should come and watch. It is a fantastic cast, and it's going to be vampires and stuff. And Caitlin's in it.
He's being a vampire.
If speaking of being a vampire who likes to make cookies,
What?
I'm
Want
sorry,
a candy?
make
Hey,
candies, candy
Want a
vampire.
candy?
Want candy?
Hey, want a candy?
Oh, I remember what you're playing.
Also, I finally, I'm done. The Devo book is finished. My fiction is submitted. It's finalized. It's all good. Now I have to write another one in 1 week.
Nice.
So
It's really freaking good.
it's
Once that book's out, go buy it.
go buy it, or wait for the fiction collection that I get a lot more money from, that no one's gonna buy.
That's true. Just get
so-
the fiction collection. The fiction collection is great.
In January, we're starting a brand new campaign to follow up Reign of Emeries. I'm not sure what night it's going to be on, but you'll find out soon enough. It is going to be set in the lands of Exilar, which is kind of our like creepy Bloodborne country. Is the quick way to explain it. And then as soon as I cast that game, like I was collecting people from the Dork. I'm like, yeah, let's do this game. It'll be a dark horror epic. I cast the game, I announce the game. 2 to 5 minutes later, I get tagged on Discord saying, "Hey, Critical Role's releasing a module in March." I'm like, I just cast a game in January. So we're running that as well. I'm not sure what slot that is going to be, because I have no idea how long this book is. Like, I mean, like, obviously it's this long, but like, y'all are making, like, you guys are 68, you're 69 pages. Nice.
Nice.
Into a 250, 200 and, well, if you take out the appendix, 200-page book.
Wow.
There's a lot of stuff here, but if we're running weekly, we might be done in time for March for this to be the next Monday night slot. I can't guarantee it, but that's a thing, which is weird.
That could be cool.
Yeah, it
could be cool.
Because
I'd be more willing to play in it then, because
Right.
I'm trying to cut down the number of games I'm in from like 4 nights to 3 nights.
Well, right, and especially because like we've got other games. Basically, we're gonna run that Critical Role mod, and then sometime next year I'm gonna run Avernus if I have time, because people want it. So, yeah.
May I also say I've also been approached by a number of people that are in potential future games that have all been like, so can you help me with makeup?
Yeah.
So the makeup games of the entire team may be progressively getting better and better.
I want to
better.
talk to you about doing some prosthetics for
Now
new
I
games.
think I'm gonna have to actually buy a full oven because I'm gonna have to start making like multiple
How much would that cost?
prosthetics at a time. Well, I need a place to put it,
Oh, you're talking like an actual oven?
like an oven. Oh
Oh,
yeah,
you can
no,
just come over here. You want to come over to my place and
It can't
bake?
be in a house. No, I can't do it in a house because it's
It would
toxic.
stink.
It's literally cooking ammonia. So I don't particularly want to kill you and Christine and your entire family. So
We could find an oven on like online, like a cheap one. You can just put in your backyard. Like we could do that.
well, yeah, that's the trick of it. Right now, I have a table with my standing mixer next to a large toaster oven, and that's how I made this. So, and it was too cold outside for it to gel, so I literally built myself an enclosure of emergency blankets and put a space heater inside of it.
It's very, very good.
Well,
Very,
so-
very
I will
creative.
probably not be one of those people to ask because I can't do that Monday after work.
Oh no, totally
There's
fair.
so little time between getting home at like 5.
That is one of
And
the
having
things
to be
that
ready for
weekend
6:30.
games that are better is that you just have more time to get set
Yeah.
up, right? So, actually, it looks like Crimson Arc, who is local to
I was
us,
just saying, yeah.
is $50 ovens, which
I'll message you and because I might need that.
Yeah,
I paid more for my toaster oven, so.
So Krista, hit me up, and like you're
Yeah.
doing stuff for the channel, like I'll buy your oven for you.
Well, thank you.
No,
I'll need to check with my landlords to make sure it's okay, but
all right.
we'll
But we'll
I'll
talk
investigate.
off stream. But let me know how I can help because you are
Totally.
obviously you're doing stuff for us, and like I want to supplement that.
Thank you.
No worries. We'll figure it out. Anyway,
Yeah.
So, folks, any other fun things? So you're enjoying like the non-combat element of the module, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to have a few fights.
Oh, don't worry.
Question mark, but like I'm also enjoying non-combat. It is a lot of fun, and I haven't really been missing the combat, so to speak,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yet.
Yet.
I'm
I think
such
we've
a
all just been enjoying it.
combat. I'm like,
Yeah.
I love like all the RP that a
Yeah.
non-combat game brings out, and I'm super like into role play. Like, obviously, acting shit makes me happy, but I'm like, but I also really, really like combat, and
Okay.
I want to get to do combat. as
I don't
more
care until
RPG.
we're third level because I don't
Yeah.
get cool shit until third
Exactly.
level.
I want my meta magic. I want my meta magic at
Yeah, I
third
think I would
level.
like to get to the
Exactly.
point where, well, I think that's the thing is I want to like get into a combat where it's very clearly we're the good guys.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily want
We
to
haven't
like
gotten there.
screw somebody over and like
If only there
Like,
was a
oh,
notorious
shit.
bandit king.
Da-da-da-da.
Sorry, was his name Agadon Skongfer?
Agden Longscarf, but
Oh, I was
good try.
so
Good.
close.
You were so close. You could have put Huey Lewis, and it would have been closer.
To be fair, I
To be
was
fair.
writing down Jebek the Thief King. I was writing down like that whole song, and my brain shorted out when his
So.
name came up.
I was too busy enjoying it and like clapping along.
Do you want to see what the next chapter might look like?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
I'm looking away.
All right.
Show everyone else. I want nothing. I don't want to
All
know
right.
anything.
Robin and I
Nothing.
were complaining because we got some things
Yeah.
spoiled for us on NADPod.
Oh, really?
They're not even playing the campaign.
Yeah.
But
Oh, well, screw them.
they're using people. They're using NPCs.
Yeah, they're
from
using
the campaign
NPCs.
in their Fey Wilds.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that until
Me neither.
but we listened.
The
We
short
listened to the
rest
talkback.
until
Yeah.
we looked to their
What a bunch of butts.
To be fair, there was nothing about the characters. It's just this character exists in the Fey Wilds.
Are the NADPOD people bigger than me? Because if not, fight me.
They're Dimension 20 college humor people
Oh, I can take all those guys.
that have their own television. Oh no, you can't anymore. Murph and Jake have spent the entire quarantine lifting
Did they?
Yeah,
and
they're
fighting
buff.
and are
They're
big
buff.
boys now.
They're big boys now.
All right, maybe one of them. Maybe one of them. No, I can't do a tag
Playing
team
with the
then.
big boys now.
Exactly.
You could have their whole song montage.
Correct. Yes. You could probably take Caldwell.
Yeah, you can take Caldwell.
Yeah. All right. Any last things we should chat about before we get back to game? Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Let's get to it,
All right.
so I can go
All
to
right.
bed.
I get that.
Get that.
My alarm's set for
ti-
3:45 a.m. So
Are you
That's when I went to bed last night.
Are you Smeeps, Hayden?
Huh?
Are you Smeepy?
Sweepy.
I'm like a little sleepy, but I've been sleepy since the moment I woke up today.
I thought you were gonna be like I was Smeepy since like 2020.
I mean,
Yes,
also
though.
valid.
Yes,
Yeah.
though.
All right.
I got like some good news. For
Oh.
a lot of people who know, we're gonna be submitting my work visa really, really soon. So I'm a really, really sleepy, just ball of stress for the next until I get word back. I'm gonna be a sleepy ball of stress.
All
So
right.
I think that's sucking the energy out of me a little bit, just because I'm like, just push it down, bitch. Just push it down. Just deal
Well,
with it.
can I get everyone to do me a favor and send Hayden the best vibes possible? Because we love you and we want you to be happy and we want this to work out for you.
I want to go home so bad.
I know
But
what
yeah,
that's
I
like.
think I'm like, that is so pulling up my energy. Also, the sudden weather change, I'm like, listen,
Yeah.
I fucking love rain, but I'm also grumpy about the rain because it means I can't make dice, and I have dice to make because I'm trying to get the Etsy shop going, and I also need to finish commissions.
Yeah.
So
Switch
Also,
on
quick-
that.
outside of that, I'm good.
I love your dice. I can't
so
wait.
good.
They
I
look
can't
so
wait to
good.
send them to you. I might remake your D20 because I'm not happy with it. I know you like it, but I'm like, I want it to be better. So I'll make an
Okay.
extra one and we'll compare and contrast
Yeah,
whichever one you
okay.
like more.
Sounds
Or I'll
good.
just give you both.
Then I have
'cause-
my advantage and disadvantage dice.
Exactly.
Okay.
Christine's getting two because I had extra resin, so I just
what?
I poured a Nat 19 branded one because on my molds I have a branded and unbranded D20.
Nice.
So you'll just get two D20s. So I'll do the same for you.
So advantage, disadvantage one.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. So, quick shout out to Art Hard for DMing their first live play game in a theater and getting ice thrown at you at your job. So, congratulations, Art Hard. Everybody who likes anybody who is into Dungeons and Dragons and recreational cannabis should follow Art Hard Studios for We D&D. They're good friends of the channel and lovely
Yeah.
people. Hayden, you should spam your link in the chat so people can throw tons of money at you for dice.
Yes.
I will be reopening my commissions once once the weather starts clearing up, but I will happily throw my commission link, and I will also throw my Ko-fi if that's okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
You can always throw money at Hayden. That's one of the channel rules. It's there. It's
Hayden,
Ah.
since there's an extra D20,
Uh-huh.
do you think painting the Nat 19 one with like a different color ink to make them slightly different so you could do advantage disadvantage really easily?
Yeah, I can super
That would
do
be
that.
so much fun.
Do you want just the 19 a different color, or do you want all the...
Maybe just all the stuff.
Cool.
I have no
Yeah.
idea what color you pick.
I have no idea what color you want the inking anyway. I needed to ask you.
okay.
I don't know
So-
what would work, so
I'll look at it.
So we are going to be hopping back in about 30 seconds. Does anybody else have anything else they want to talk about or do real quick? I have one final stupid thing that I want to do, and that is I'm going to toss in the Twitch a Kickstarter I just backed today because I'm dumb with money. I literally spent like the first third of my day going, oh crap, I didn't get the Deadlands book. Like the Kickstarter backer survey never came to me. Like it's not in any of my stuff. So people already have the book I'm running. Like the hard copy. And I was like, hey, what up? So I had to check every Kickstarter I backed in the past 3 years and was like, hey, did any of these like happen? And apparently, like aside from a couple of digitals, like I'm fine. But so everybody go and give Hayden money. But also look at this, because if you want to be a dungeon master and the most basic white girl, you should get one of these like me. Because it's so dumb. It's so dumb. We bought 4 of them.
That's amazing. May I plug?
You may plug. Plug. Who you gonna plug?
Oh my gosh.
I'll plug myself. He. I know, scandalous. No, I was gonna plug my podcast based on where we talk about movies based on books and the books they're based on. We just went and watched Dune. So that's going to be our next episode. But we've been doing spooky movies. So we did The Exorcist, and friend of the channel, Nick, joined me with my other friend, Hannah, and we talked about the Halloween tree. And then we're going to talk about Sleepy Hollow and The Mist.
Nice.
And just at the beginning of the month, Kelly was on to talk about Stand By Me. So come check us out. You can find us by looking up Lasercomb Productions, LAZORCOMB. Thanks, blog.
We're in the sky. All right.
Let me look upon.
I love the void. Thank you for the follow. It's been good night for follows and subs tonight. Thanks everybody. These are sorry. These tumblers are just stupid. They're stupid. I shouldn't have put money at them, but I did because I'm just gonna drink them on camera. Because there was one that had Ferris scale colors, and I'm like, I'm done.
Well,
They got baby girl scales.
I just got a really cool new mug that came in the mail today, and I was really excited to drink out of it, but I can't with my mustache.
Was it 1D8 custard?
No,
damage?
it was not. It was a hand
Yeah.
done Adventure Zone mug.
Ooh.
Rosé
nice.
dice. They're rosé. They were a wine
That's
dice
so pretty.
Kickstarter. So these are rosé.
Oh,
It's the
I love
most
them.
you.
It is
It's
so
the
me.
most
I just have to figure out
wonderful time.
which character I'm gonna use these for. One I haven't made yet.
And yes, oh, by the way, anybody else here who is, except for Hayden, because Hayden's going to glare at me for this, the Sea Shanty dice collection from Lindorm just dropped, and I backed 12 sets, so if anybody wants to hop in on that. Yeah, well, not just for me, like Christine wants in, Robin wants in. I think we had one more person as well who wanted in on some more dice, so let me know.
if I had cash, I would super have backed it because, like,
Well, do you have a set you want?
Beautiful.
I ain't got cash, so no.
Yeah, but you are my friend, and your birthday was a thing, so...
My birthday was months ago, bro.
Yes, and it's, guess what? It will return.
Also, it's Christmas coming up.
Christmas is awesome.
If you find one you like, let me know. I'll give you a set of dice for free.
Link me. I haven't looked.
Someone make it so in the chat. Link them. But
Because I'm like, I didn't even notice.
they're pretty dope. Like they're resin dice, but they're pretty.
I was like, I make resin dice, so you don't need to put a butt there. I know resin dice are pretty. I make pretty resin dice.
The Wellerman ones are so pretty. I love them.
I really want the Drunken Sailor.
I wonder
Those
why.
are also
so
pretty cool.
pretty.
All right, and folks, we're gonna head back into game.
The curse are also really nice.
Pretty soon. Caitlin, if you need more dice, let me know.
All right, I have the
I have to
link.
figure
don't know
out
if
how
anyone
many
else has
dice
done it,
I
but
have.
will
Well,
put
what are you
that
gonna
in.
use for the next module you're in?
True. I have to figure out my character, and then I get the dice for the character.
There you go.
That's how
I
it
will
goes.
roll the void.
Ooh.
Yeah, we gotta talk characters.
Oh, can I
have an
quickly before
idea.
we go
I have an
back
idea.
into game? I really want us to share some personal news.
Ooh.
That's super exciting.
All right, do it.
Okay, I'm an award-winning winemaker.
It is true.
What?
Fuck yeah, you are.
Wait. Whoa.
Show-
Back it the
grab a
fuck
bottle of your
up.
wine,
I
show
haven't
it.
talked to you.
Okay, just a second. Okay, I'm gonna go grab all of my wine.
So, for those of you who are unaware, Robin makes wine. That's what she do.
Yeah.
In fact-
what's the what brewery do you work at again?
I work for Spinnakers, but this is my parents' winery. So in 2020, I made wine with my dad versus a competition.
Yeah.
And it won a bronze medal at the Wine Align competition, which is like all Canada-wide, 2,000 entries.
Fuck yeah. Congratulations.
So I'm an award-winning winemaker.
That's so cool. Your wine is so
blog ordered
good.
a case.
Yeah.
Dude, I have been thinking about your rosé constantly. It's so
Well, when you come
fucking
to
good.
the island,
Where can we buy it?
But I'm broke.
I know. I'll give you a tip for
No,
dice.
I mean I can't even come to the island. Is how
Oh
broke.
yeah, no, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
fair.
where can you buy it?
Only I'll.
So you can only buy it
so-
if you're in Canada, right?
Yes, you can only buy in Canada from my parents' actual winery. Don't sell it to stores because it was only a small batch. So.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, let me look. I'll put that. So if you're in Canada, we ship. It's a 3-bottle minimum purchase for shipping.
It's actually pretty reasonable. It's like $20 though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
It's
reasonable.
so good.
Like a bottle of wine for $20.
Handcrafted. I made it all by myself. My dad did not help me. It was a competition, so Dad and I did
Fuck
it
yeah.
by ourselves. So
Very
yeah.
nice.
Sorry, I had to. I know we're about to go back to game, and I was like, wait, actually, some really fun personal news.
I
We
know,
don't have
right?
any
It's all
fun
this
personal
whining.
news.
Whining is slowing us down. It's okay. I know exactly where the rest of the game is going today, and I know exactly where it ends, so we're fine.
Okay.
And there's no shipping fee if you're in British Columbia or back in time in the BC. I don't know.
Blog, have you been time traveling and haven't told us?
With Rocky Flintstone.
That's cool.
Right? Why didn't you bring us? God damn it!
Right? Come on, blog.
Rude.
All right, we good to go? We all good?
Yeah.
All right, congratulations, Robin. That's amazing.
Thank you.
All right, so, ladies, gentlethems, friends, and foes, it is time to return to Wild, Beyond the Witchlight. Oh, got it. I did it. I cracked it. Yay!
Oh no.
Okay. All right. So, folks, let's head back in. Hello, and welcome back to Wild Beyond the Witchlight, here on Dork Tales. You're led forward, working your way up along the curving trail that leads up into the hill. Worn stone steps lead down from a cave entrance there, at the top of the hill into what feels like a cellar. It's chilly in here, and you detect a subtle scent of iron in the air. Glancing back, one of the willows goes,
Oh, well, thank you for the directions, sir.
"It's no problem, Your Majesty."
Oh, well, thank you.
From a distant spot within the chamber, sputtering candles illuminate a multitude of keys dangling from taut strings that crisscross the walls. Hundreds of other keys lie strewn across the dirt floor. As you take in the scene, you hear the sound of keys jingling as a goblin emerges from the dimness. She wears a coat lined with metal keys and carries a flail that has padlocks for heads. And just a quick, because I don't have...
I think I'm sensing a theme.
Okay. She manages a faint smile and says, "How about Jingle Jangle? I'd like a bit of happiness in your lives today."
Hi, I'm Win.
Hi, I'm Jingle Jangle.
Nice
Jingle
Who's
Jangle is...
carrying?
Jingle.
Sorry, who's carrying Sir Talavar?
Who is here?
Oh. Right.
Me.
Nico.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, perfect. No, that's great.
Isaac will kind of push Nico forward.
Ah,
Jingle.
hi.
Hello.
So, it's really nice to meet you. My name's Nico.
Jingle
My
Jangle.
friend Sir Talavar here. Hi.
Hi.
My friend Sir Talavar here.
Hi.
He's a little bit stuck. And we were told that this is where we can find the key to unlock him, because he was wrongfully locked up and he really needs to do his duty.
Oh.
Not a duty, but
Do you
you know,
think you could
he's
help
a
us?
knight.
Oh. Yeah, okay. And she'll wander around looking through some of the keys on the wall, and eventually we'll pick a silver key up.
Better you should have it than those long-eared brigands. First, they steal Jingle Jangle's truffles. Next, they want Jingle Jangle's keys. Somebody ought to give them a good shaking down so they know what it feels like.
We'll do it.
Did they steal
Will we help you?
stuff from you?
We'll trade for the keys.
No, it's... I would... What would you trade? Jingle Jangle's hungry and thirsty, but Jingle Jangle also wants to see the ruffians get punished.
I mean, we can do that. And let me see what I have here. Luthion's gonna ruffle in her bag while I figure out what I have.
We did steal their transportation earlier.
That's a
We
good,
did. I wonder, do you think there's anything in the bags? We never checked.
that's a good
Oh,
start.
that's true.
I'm guessing it's the hares that were going around trying to rob people.
Yeah, the ones that work for Agden Longscarf. He's the leader of the Hairgun Brigands. He wears this bright blue scarf, and he moves as fast as lightning.
Well, that's pretty fast.
That's not very nice. Well, see, Isaac managed to really scare him, so they turned tail and ran. And we made friends with the snail, so he's hanging out with us. I'm calling him Speedy.
That's
But
good.
we didn't check the bags. They might have food on them.
Wynn's gonna turn around and go back to the snail. I'm assuming it's kind of at the entrance or something.
It's over by the entrance. Most of the bags are empty. But
rifle
if you rifle through, go ahead and make me an investigation roll. Let's see what you find.
I mean, if they're not, if we go and find them, we could
Natural
try
20.
and bring back your truffles.
That would be really lovely. I would really like that. So Jingle Jangle was digging for truffles in the swamp when a bunch of them left out and behind the reeds in the shrubbery, and they took Jingle Jangle's truffles and they threw Jingle Jangle down the mud and they whacked Jingle Jangle with their wooden clubs, and it was...
Oh,
That's not very nice.
What's a truffle?
It's like a mushroom thing.
A
Very
mushroom?
Yeah,
fragrant.
pretty
chocolate.
mushroom.
What?
Oh.
Legit truffles.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's a chocolate mushroom.
So good.
It's so good. And they grow only in the best poop.
Oh, pleasant.
They don't taste like poop, although they are
Chocolate?
brown, so it's hard to tell the difference sometimes. But you give wash and then it's tasty.
Oh,
Oh, that sounds amazing.
pleasant. I do have a coin. Would you like a coin?
The solemn vow is enough. Just swear that you will get revenge.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Where are you from? Where are you going? Where
We're from
are
the
you in-
material plane, a place called Elos.
Technically, I'm from here.
Oh,
Surprise!
welcome-
Hello.
Welcome home.
Thanks. I have no idea where I'm going.
Does Jingle Jangle know you?
I don't know. If you knew me when I was like a really itty bitty fox before I was like a peoples, maybe.
Oh, I know. I don't know any foxes. I know trees. And
Trees are pretty nice.
oh,
I like
I know
trees.
Clapperclaw. Clapperclaw he's not a fox. He's a
No,
scarecrow.
I don't know him. Oh, interesting.
With
But-
lobster claws.
Ooh. Okay.
He's pretty cool. He's the
Sounds
best.
neat.
He's the best guide in Downfall.
Best guide in downfall. Good
Oh.
to know.
I'm sorry. Jingle Jangle. Sorry. Key.
Yes, Key.
Good. I'm getting a little tired of this. This cage, it's a bit restrictive. I've never really felt claustrophobia before, but I'm never too old to learn a new trick.
Hey, Lord Talavar.
Sir, it's fine. But
Sir, sorry.
you can call me Tal if you would like.
No, I'll call you sir.
Alright.
If I let you out of there, you gonna super betray us, or you gonna be a good?
I
little
would
fish
never
riding
betray
home?
you, my lady.
Can I
Better
inside
not.
that?
Yeah, you can inside
I already incited him
Okay,
earlier,
cool.
but I'm just
that. You can, I mean, go nuts, go nuts, go nuts.
Luthien has no idea.
I join you in that. That's a dirty 20.
Nice. Mine is
You seem
not that
versus.
good, but it's a 16.
16? No, he's telling the truth. The best you can
okay,
tell.
okay. Legit. I just don't trust people, so.
I will unlock the cage.
And he will fly out. Oh, that was most unpleasant. Thank you very much, and thank you, Jingle Jangle, for the use of your key.
It's no problem. It's all good.
Well, as is my word, I said that I would guide you through to Downfall and to where the hag dwells. I will still do this.
Downfall sounds like a very cheery place.
To get
Quite
there,
ominous.
we will have to pass along the Brigand's Tollway. That is
Where
where...
those hairs are.
Yes. Meanwhile, really quick, as you are outside flipping through these pouches, Win, you'll be coming in right about now. In the meanwhile, though, what you did find inside of the pouches was a tinted glass monocle that makes everything look green, and a mask that helps you remember your dreams if you wear it while you sleep.
Is Oz.
Oh,
Ooh,
cool.
that's fun.
She's gonna come in wearing the monocle. Look what I found.
Oh, that looks real good, Win.
That makes you look
It's kind of
fancy.
cool. It's turning everything green, though.
Oh, interesting.
Huh.
Well, I will happily guide you to Downfall. But the Brigand's Tollway will cause a bit of a difficulty.
Well,
Oh, are we gonna get into fisticuffs?
Well, we could either sneak around and take a very long, circuitous route that could be dangerous, or we can risk fighting the Long Scarf himself.
I mean, the way that they've treated Jingle Jangle here,
Bunch
I
of
feel
pricks.
like, yeah, we should
Yeah.
Want to see him
we
get
should
smashed?
teach some bullies
Stand
some
up for the
lessons.
little one.
I think they've got it coming, truly.
Is dangerous. Is Brigand's Tollway a series of catwalks around a big giant tree stump? And the brigands like to sit on top and pew 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 down.
Well, we can pew 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 back.
Yeah, I have spells, and she'll
She'll-
kind of like summon some fire to her hands.
Yeah, she'll
Oh.
motion to the bow on her back.
I mean, I'm pretty dodgy, so.
Blast him
Okay.
with some magic.
That sounds like a good idea.
Do I have a bow? I have a sling. I didn't.
I also
keep
have a
the bow.
crossbow.
Oh, I
Where?
left that at home.
Perhaps
I can hit him with a sling.
you're from the material realm, Sir Talavar
Yes.
says.
Is that what Elos is?
I have not heard of this land, but I'm certain that it is a wondrous place of mundanity. That is a good thing, is it not?
I think so. Sometimes.
Yes. We'll go
I
with
think
yes
it depends
for
on
now.
what context you're using. I think the way you're saying it is a good thing. Most other people saying something's mundane might be a bit offensive. Just to let you know if you ever go there.
I see. But now that you are inside of the Fey Wild, and I'm free, I feel that it is only right that I teach you a few things about this area. What I know. And of course, Jingle Jangle is welcome to capitalize on any gaps in my tutelage.
Jingle Jangle, understand. You can talk. You seem good at it.
Yes, I quite am. Prismeer runs on 3 founding principles, rules that encompass all of the land. Hospitality. When a friend, an enemy, or a stranger enters your home, you're expected to be gracious and accommodating to them until such time as they prove by words or actions that they are undeserving of such as when you entered Jingle Jangle's home. She was a kind a kind host to you. The rule of ownership, that you must not steal from a friend, an enemy, or a stranger. The exception to this appears to be these brigands who are working for the hags. These hags believe that everything inside of their domain is theirs, and thus claimable by their minions. You find yourselves now in the realm of Hither. There are 2 other lands, Thither and Yon. To the best of my knowledge, since Zabilna was captured, there is no way to escape Hither. I tried doing it by balloon, but I was You saw what happened to my pilot. You will need a guide to find your way through. I know not where there is a guide, but should you find one, they should be able to take you to one of the other realms. I do not know how those like you would be able to reach Isabilna's palace, but, well, I imagine it was the start of a great adventure.
Clapperclaw.
Excuse me?
Clapperclaw can take. Clapperclaw is, knows how to get to Hither, which is ruled by Granny Nightshade.
Yes, Granny Nightshade, I've heard of this one. A real messy piece of work. Good. Well then, there is that. You need to go to Downfall anyway. Once there, you can find Clapperclaw, and Clapperclaw can take you across to Thither. And likely...
Excuse me. What was that third one?
Oh, yes, of course. The rule of reciprocity, which I have not forgotten, my lovely lady. When a friend, an enemy, or a stranger offers you a gift, you are obliged to accept and offer something of comparable value. A gift or a service in return. You need not offer reciprocation immediately, but it should be offered in good time. And as such, Lady Nico, I bestow upon you a gift, freely given from my heart. And he will reach down and draw his longsword, which to you is about like 8-9 inches long. And he will hold it aloft. This blade has served me well for many a day, since it was granted to me by Titania herself for services rendered. This sword has awaited a name. But perhaps you shall be the one to name it, my lady. And he will reverse the sword and offer it to you.
Oh, that's a lot of pressure, man.
Keep it or give it to a friend who would use it best. But you have earned it by being a true-hearted friend. And I shall remember you, your beauty and kindness, for all of the days of this humble servant's life.
Whoa, but you might need this. Like, you can't, I'm, no offense, by comparison, huge. I don't know how I'm gonna use this unless, like, even when I'm a fox, I don't think I can use this, man.
But then anyone else? Sir Isaac, perhaps you would find use for it.
Is it like a dagger?
It is a +1 dagger. So it is a dagger that gleams mystically in the candlelight of this hovel. You can hear even a little like...
It's very pretty.
It's very pretty. In fact, it has a slightly iridescent edge to it.
Does anyone use daggers? I don't really.
Even if I do not, to accept your gift would be the only kindness, so I will happily thank you.
Yes.
And thanks.
He'll do a little bow to Talamar.
I actually have one more gift for you, my friend, he says to you, Isaac. He reaches in, and around his waist he has a little belt that has like a big disc right at the belt buckle, and he will reach down and go and click a little circle, a little container out of that circle. For you. For I see you are also a man of culture. And he hands it to you. It is a little tin. And as you open it, you smell bright citrus. It is mustache wax.
Amazing.
You
Terribly
have...
kind of you, sir.
There are very few who have mustache as virile as you and I. You are a man after my own heart. The mustachioed brethren.
Valimar, I must ask you a question.
Yes. I get it. That's very clever. You are very witty. Your wit is as sharp as those horns.
You know, she didn't know what humor was 10 hours ago.
No, they've kind of just explained it to me.
You are a fast learner.
Yeah, my not master, tutor. What's the word?
Instructor?
My guide, my instructor. Yeah, someone. Mentor. Thank you, Win. Thank you, Win. My mentor.
Got it right.
Yeah, you did.
Good job.
My mentor said I've quite a knack for picking things up.
Good.
What will you do?
If you wish, I will guide you to Downfall. I can give you directions at the very least. I can personally take you to the edge of it, but then I must return to Titania. My queen. I'm sorry, I'm too forward. It has been years, I fear. Although who knows how much time has passed.
Time
A
passes
guide.
differently.
Oh yes, of course. I know that many cycles have passed, days and nights. I feel like I've been in that tower for, perhaps hundreds of years.
We saw you crash moments ago.
Yeah, we just.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, who knows then?
Right.
Well, you're gonna guide us to those brigands.
Yes, the guide would be most welcome.
I would be happy to. On top of that, I would like to say that, is there anything else I can do for you? I would like to offer my services, explaining the way that this, the world of Prismeer functions.
Sure, we can
We'd
talk
be
on our
most
way.
appreciative.
Yeah, any tricks, tips, places we should avoid? Do you know much about the hags and how to defeat them?
I'm afraid not individually. I do know that that the one who guards this region is able to duplicate herself. So you should be wary of that. Although snooping around, you might find their weaknesses. Hags are notoriously, conspicuous. There is someone in Downfall who likely knows. A little bit of legwork would never hurt anyone. I would say that I've noticed that since Zybilna has been captured, this domain has become, what's the word, psychoactive.
What do you mean? Care to elaborate?
Well, your actions have consequences.
Well, yes.
The light from your heart or darkness of your soul will illuminate or shroud the area around you. It is a common thing, usually overridden by those of higher station, but here, with Zybilna, the queen, captured. Well, let's just say good deeds have ramifications, and ill ones have consequences. The world will react to you, so beware and be careful.
Oh, is that why I got hit in the face with cotton candy mist?
Potentially, yes.
Oh.
I
Need to do good stuff more often then.
Yes. I also know that death functions strangely here, although I have no idea the specifics of it. I've seen my bullywug pilot was left as a simple corpse, but I've seen others struck to stone by arrows. Be careful. This place is dangerous. But also, there is a kindness here that even Zybilna's absence could not purge. The Queen's heart is pure, and is still the bedrock of Prismeer. For why else would have my Queen have sent me here to recruit her?
Was this place always a swamp? Or was that the hags that changed it?
No, the hag flooded this domain. This was once quite lovely.
Yes, it's very lovely. It was so pretty. There was all sorts of trees and flowers and It was nice. Now it's stinky fart water.
Ooh, excuse you.
Well, we
It
hope
is
to see it
indeed
brought
stinky
back to
fart
its.
water.
We hope to see it brought back to its greatness.
Well,
Truly.
that is what I know about this land. Jingle Jangle, is there anything else?
No, you pretty much covered it. Man,
Good to know.
Oh.
Thank you.
but if you want to go other places, you should definitely go to go talk to Flapperclaw and yeah, just make him pay. Like really, just they hurt Jingle Jangle, and you promised, so you fuck them up.
We will do our best, Jingle Jangle,
Thank you.
for your honor.
We'll happily grind them into the dust and fuck them up.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh my.
Give them what for.
What?
If looking, be careful for stiltwalkers. Stiltwalkers are not good. But
Walkers.
scary, very scary. But a good place to go is make it to the inn.
The
At the end of the inn at the end of the road.
Oh.
I've heard of this place, the inn at the end of the road. It is, a mobile home of type?
Can it be found at the end of any road?
It,
No, but it's a name. You know, it's like I went to this store once called Hot Topic, and it was not very topical. It's just a name.
Okay.
I imagine it wasn't very hot inside either. It was
It's very
quite,
cold. They
quite
had,
mild.
They had air conditioning. It was very cold.
Yeah, quite
Yeah.
cold. There you go.
Oh, that's a good spell. I need to learn how to control air to make it,
I
condition
thought
a
you were
little
talking
better.
about Hot Topic.
I thought so as well.
I know not of this hut topic.
What's a hut? Like, is it a creature, or are you talking about like the little like house with a little roof and a
I once encountered a creature known as a hut, a strange worm-like entity.
Oh, so there are creatures called huts.
Yes, on different realms, far, far away. But this was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Right.
Is there,
Now-
like,
Good God.
somebody could kill one of them? Is it like a danger you have to watch out for, or
Not
could just
particularly.
some little girl take them on?
I think, yes, a single female could easily do it, even wearing nothing but her underwear. Perhaps golden underwear.
Well, good to know.
Oh. Now,
I'm not too
question.
worried.
It is the
Again.
culture. Yes.
This inn at the end of the road, which
Yes.
location, which vicinity is it located in?
It goes wherever it wants.
Oh, good. So will we stumble upon it, or is this a we want to go there and we will find it type of deal?
I think it might
Or does it find us?
Yeah, that one.
Ah, yes.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Anyway.
We'll send our intentions out there, and perhaps it shall find us at some
Anything
point.
else Jingle Jangle help with?
I don't think so.
I think you've been quite a good help already, Jingle Jangle.
I can't think of anything.
You have a good safe trip. Thank you for coming to Jingle Jangle's home, and for being very nice on telling me here.
Thank you for helping us.
Actually, Jingle Jangle, I have a gift for you for your hospitality. And she'll pull out one of the, it was the psychedelic cake. She bought two from the carnival. And she will hand it over.
Oh, is that one of the ones from the Witchlight Carnival?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, those were good.
Yeah.
Just everywhere.
Hold
Hold on.
Precious.
She takes 1 point of custard damage.
There we go. There we go.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, right? It's
She
good.
starts waving her hand around. She's obviously getting high. You hear a low, like, brum, 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 brum. Inagata Davida starts playing in her internal monologue.
Have a very good day, Jingle Jangles.
Thank you.
I was expecting a lighter shade of pale.
Huh?
Perhaps we should be going.
Yes,
I think
perhaps.
so.
I believe this goblin is high as balls. I believe is the phrase.
I was gonna say as high as that balloon that you were riding around in.
Let's hope not. The come down was quite frustrating.
Abrupt.
Abrupt. It was very It was not the
Yes.
type of trip I would like to repeat.
Isaac's already walking outside.
All right, so as you step outside, there is... you're going to see that there is one of these willows is kind of like nonchalantly leaning on the side of the hill listening in.
What's up?
You were nice too. Jingle jangle.
Jingle Jangle was real nice.
Telemy Hill is happy with you.
Oh, well, that's
Aw.
great.
Stand still. And a couple of other trees are going to come out. About 6 of them are going to surround you and start, like, they kind of loom over you and then start doing a jig in a circle.
Oh.
It's
The
pretty
whole
brief.
ground shaking.
Yeah. And then one of them is going to like just start like hop in the middle and is going to start like twerking.
Why?
And as it does, a key is going to fall off its branches right into the center of you. Ding ding.
Oh.
Oh.
There you go.
Well, thank you.
Cute.
It will be a surprise tool that will help you later.
Do not give us a secret Mouscatool.
You should make like us and leave.
We will. Thank
Don't-
you.
The tree is going to go off. And,
I mean, with all this walking, my feet are really barking.
Oh my. Luthien will pick up the key and
I was going to say,
God,
Lydia and
that's
Isaac
it.
are already.
the trees are
We're
going to
already
go.
going.
Good luck. We're rooting for you.
Oh, yes. Right.
Wynn's just gonna kind of totally ignore the puns that go right over her head.
And
Thank you.
no problem. And as you're going off, Cecilia, all you can think back is to like your training and dealing with that guy, one of your scholars. That what was his name? White, and his
White,
listening to Triance. Mm-hmm. Oh, canonical in the world. Anyway, I love Triance. She's the best. Triance is a dryad in our homebrew main chronicle.
I
So
hope White's doing well. I really miss his facts.
White will be back with another fact. All right. And with that, you make your way down Telemy Hill, and led by the storied Sir Talivar. This reminds me of a time when I, etc., etc., etc.
Wynn's gonna just sit very like, sit on the snail all cross-legged, just kind of head on her fists, bouncing on her knees, and just kind of lean in and just very intently interested in what he's saying.
In the distance, you will hear. Well, the sound of the bog retreating down once again as it is in mud. And as you approach, suddenly, a bog up ahead is going to burble to life. And a suit of armor is going to rise out of the mud from its heels. Just think David Bowie in the Labyrinth. That kind of like. And nearby, another suit of animated armor is going to stand. They're elven design. You'll recognize that immediately, Luthien. But their helmets are stylized like owl heads. They're 20 feet away from you at this moment, as they stand out of this peat bog.
Isaac's gonna kind of like subtly put a hand on his sword and then
The animated armor puts a hand on its sword.
win.
Okay, stand
Oh,
down.
what's that?
Perhaps you'd like to make acquaintance.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
sure. I always like making new friends.
He'll let his hand
Hello?
off the sword.
The animated armor takes its hand off of its sword. When you wave, the other one goes and waves back.
Oh, hi.
And then jumps in place.
They're mimicking us.
Yes.
Cyril will flick her tail, see if anyone just like
Just to see.
just to see.
Do you step closer than Isaac or Wynn to do this?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. The one that had a hand on its sword is going to kind of kind of just very gently like twerk its ass.
I will approach it and get like very close enough, like close without touching it.
It will start approaching you, the same style exactly, going walk this way-ing you.
Hello.
It says the same. Well, it doesn't say anything, but it mimics you personally perfectly.
Can we?
Do you know what these are?
They appear to be the remnants of this. This is a battlefield. Look around, and as you do in the mud, you will see that there are rusted and broken weapons and armor. The bones of the dead scatter here. I would like Luthien in particular. You may make me an investigation roll or a perception roll. Everyone else may do so with disadvantage.
Okay.
But Luthien, you will specifically have an advantage on this.
Nice.
But not advantage, I should say.
Not advantage. Just roll flat.
You roll flat.
Oh, I got nat 20 though.
Okay.
Makes it a 23.
5.
Okay. 5? Okay.
I'm not even attempting it.
Okay. Luthien, glancing down at the ground, you are going to recognize that these are definitely elves. The bones, for the most part. Whatever battle was fought here was between high elves clad in these not elven armor, these elven armors with the owl heads. But as you look down, you'll see that they were fighting not other elves, but warped, disgusting skeletons. Fomorians. Whatever war this was fought eons ago, decades ago, hundreds of years ago. It's impossible to tell. These bones are so bleached, but at the same point, a few of them are even a little... Is that mud or rotten sinew? Time flows strangely here. But as you are standing there and glancing around, you got a nat 20?
I did.
Okay, you are going to find a vial sticking out of the ground.
Ooh. I'll pluck it up. Dust it off. Wipe it off.
It is a vial of viscous liquid labeled Fomorian spit. Do not drink in Elven.
Bless you. Oh. Right. Do I know what Fomorian spit is good for?
It's acidic, I'll tell you that.
Ah, good. We're gonna take it in an inside pocket.
Sounds good. Right, you have a vial of Fomorian spit. One use.
All right. One use.
And do not drink, but that's
do not drink.
You definitely want to remember that part.
Oh yes, that is a very good part.
Yeah. These are strange creatures. These Amos. Who's playing with one right now?
Yes. Looks like there was a battle
Wind's gonna start twirling.
The
between
armor starts
elves and Fomorians.
in a circle.
Isaac will offer a hand to win as like a dance. I kind of want to see if I can make them dance together.
All right, I want a performance check.
Wonderful. Do you want one from each, or is she helping
you know what?
me?
You can roll with advantage if Win assists.
Sure.
Wonderful.
What do you need? Isaac?
Performance
I can
5. He'll hold out a hand in a dance, and he taught you some dances at the carnival. So.
Oh yeah, Wind's gonna dance.
Oh, there we go. Not so bad. 20. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. These are the best animated armors you've ever seen. Jing, 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 jing. They are matching your jig or waltz or whatever it is, step for step, spinning around the marsh as much as possible.
Absolutely having a great time. Chuckling and laughing. Yeah.
And it feels like the bog gets a little brighter as you do this, and as you, how is this like a tango? Is it a waltz? Is it like a?
It's one of those. It's the dance from Titanic.
Oh, so it's got
It's the
okay. And at the end of it, you are going to finish by dipping Wynn very, very low, and. As when your head is like almost in the mud at this point, Isaac's a very good dancer though, so you're not going to get your hair. He's got it, your hair kind of clasped to your neck, and as you dip low, you are going to come, the two of you, eye level with a frog that is sitting on a log nearby, and it's going to look.
Hello.
I love you, and is going to jump into the bog.
Mwah.
It sure sounded like it said "I love you."
That's why she blew a kiss back. Because that was kind of nice, so.
Maybe that's your prince, Win.
Wait, is that real? I thought that was a fairy tale, Isaac.
We are in fairy.
We're in the Fey.
And several of us have tails.
Oh.
Point.
Yeah.
Point.
Flick, flick, flick.
There we go.
Wynn's gonna go on for the frog.
Hey, you put the idea in her head.
Oh, totally. Oh, it's all good.
And as you
Watch her go around kissing all the frogs.
You chase the frog. You chase the frog out away from this ancient battlefield. Do the rest of you follow with the snail?
No, Luthien was going to maybe shake their hands in a very non-combative way, the
Sure.
suits of armor.
Yeah.
And just kind of like be one, like, yeah.
Okay.
Just kind of give that impression that, just shake their hands and be courteous and
They will mimic you perfectly as you get closer.
perfect.
And will just kind of stare at you. Well, it's possible for them to stare, for they are not. I mean, they don't have eyes, but you get the sense that they're watching you, and there's a strange nobility from their elven make that imparts to you memories of your past. And what do you do after you do that?
She'll probably just say something like, well done in Elven or something. Give them a little bow and then take off. Back to the party.
You say that in Elven?
Yeah.
One of the armors, the one closest to you, will nod, raise its hand in a salute, an old Elven salute. And you'll hear just softly, in Elvish, "Thank you." And the armor is going to collapse into its various pieces.
Aww.
The other is going to look at its companion, look back at you, and is going to do the same.
Aww.
Our
She'll probably
dancing
say,
partners.
your watch is over. In Elvish. And return.
As you are going to return, something's going to catch your eye, actually. And that is going to be... One moment, please. That is going to be... Yes. Clutched in a gauntlet sticks out of the mud nearby. Not one of these animated armors, but a gauntlet. None the same. And in it, you see that its hand will slowly open as you pass, like a flower. And inside of it, you see a small blue robin's egg. Petrified.
I'll pick it up.
Okay?
It's a dragon seed.
It feels actually quite warm to the touch. In fact, as you touch it, you can feel little bits of your hair begin to kind of float, as if charged. A slight static runs through you.
Interesting.
So definitely mark that on your sheet.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in my other pocket. Got some inside pockets.
Gotta get you a bag.
Yeah, she's got like a side satchel. That's where she's got her explorer's pack, but like precious things get kept close to the body.
There you
Alright.
go.
So when, as you're running off and chasing this, you're not paying as much attention. But Nico, you definitely are kind of a wily, sneaky individual for certain. And you are going to be the one that hears it first. The sound of music in the distance, as well as the sound of what can only be marching. But the sound of music playing through stone walls. You think it's up ahead to the northeast? What do you do?
I don't look around to see who's close to me.
Close to you right now, probably either Wynn, who's like jumping after a frog who ducks into a log, or Sasira.
I would say Sasira's probably hanging back when they were doing the dancing thing. Sasira kind of got really somber. She feels like she looked at that and she kind of spaced out for a bit and felt a big loneliness, and she doesn't necessarily know why, but she suddenly felt very odd staring at the dancing, and she's kind of just hanging back from that.
Hey, Win.
What?
Come here. And Sir Talavar,
Okay.
come here. I
Yes.
need to know if you can hear something.
Okay.
Do either of you hear music?
I
It sounds like it's like coming through like stone or something.
The ground is
It's
going
like
to
marching.
shake slightly, and there, as you are looking to the north, you will see over the rotten boggy tree line, or marsh line, the peak of a roof and chimney waddle into view.
Oh, I think it's that.
And what you are going to see is a 3-story inn made of brick and wood, walking on
Is that the inn
100
at the end of the
feet.
road? It's on feet.
Yeah, so
Oh my god.
Oh, weird.
Amazing.
Amazing.
If I'm walking, do they ever get blisters?
No, I hope not. Blisters suck.
Yeah, what? Don't
Do you think that's the end of
they
the
have
end of the
shoes?
road?
This is kind of gross water. Shouldn't they have shoes?
I think that's a good assumption, Nico. I think it probably is.
Hey! I'll start waving at it.
And one moment, let me just take a look and see how close it is to stopping. Okay, it's going to walk directly up to you, and it's gonna kind of like, are you gonna move out of the way? It's not going quick. It's basically just like it's walking like someone who's like walking home with grocery bag speed.
Wynn's gonna kind of dock to the side of its way and kind of go both sides it and be like, check to see if it's wearing shoes.
It walks about a block away from you, and then slowly lowers itself to the ground.
Where'd the feet go?
They vanish beneath it. Yeah. As it passes you, you're going to smell hearty stew wafting from its open windows and see smoke rising in little cottony puffs from its stone chimney. A few of the puffs, as you are looking at them, are going to take other shapes, like dragons and sailboats.
Fancy.
Yeah. Dozens of orbs of pale light buzz around the exterior like flies, and the structure rocks and heaves while in motion, but it seems to be sturdy now, as it stops.
I will walk up to the door and knock, 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 knock.
It's open!
Okie dokie. And I'll go inside.
All right.
Seeing Sarsira looking a little sad, Isaac will walk back and offer an elbow. I believe dinner's waiting.
The moment Nico goes in,
Thank you.
Wynn's also gonna jump up to the door, knock on it, and then go in. Ha!
All right.
Isaac will also catch Luthien on the way by with his other arm.
You are a
Thank you,
gentleman, Isaac. Very
I
much
suppose
so.
I will stay outside with the snail to make sure that he gets in no trouble. He seems like a bit of a rascal.
Come on in, Tao.
But the snail can't fit.
Oh,
Speedy, you'll be fine, right?
hello.
And with that,
And he'll be fine.
Do you have a stable?
as you step inside, you will see that it
As
is
it moves.
a very comfortable inn that is swelling with good scent and good food. And from behind the counter, you will see that an elderly human woman will look up, her hair in a tight, wiry bun. Well, hello there. Welcome at the inn. It's good to have you. Looking for free beds, hot meals, and some plum pie?
Kinda, yeah.
That sounds amazing.
We were told to find you, or that you would find us, and it seems that both happened.
Yeah.
Do you have a stable by any chance? We have a snail,
He's very big.
and we don't want to have him
Yes,
left
just
behind.
around the back. He's more than
Oh,
welcome
wonderful!
to it.
Thank you.
What brings you in here? Strange travelers. Such strange people. Strange like me.
We're just, we're on an adventure.
Adventure. And she'll smile and put a couple of plates out. There are other people inside of here. They're kind of milling around, different sprites and leprechauns and other... there's a bullywug that is sitting in the corner, like, eating a bowl of flies that keeps trying to escape. And she leans across the counter and... not the bullywug, but the human. Well, my name is Sue. Sue Herabax. This is my establishment. I'm happy to have you here. What kind of adventure?
Looking for lost items.
Lost items? Oh, I could try to direct you to them. Where do you think they are?
I believe we're looking for Clapperclaw, who will be able to help us. Are you familiar with him?
I do know the name. He is a scarecrow, if I'm not mistaken. In Downfall.
Yes.
You heading
He's-
that way?
Heading near there. We could get you as far as, well, the Brigands area. But
That
we
works.
try to stay clear of it. They're not exactly the friendliest sort.
So we've heard.
Yes.
I mean, they're
And seen.
brigands.
In the name.
Yes. Well, the beds are free, so are the meals, and so is the plum pie. But I ask that you repay my kindness with any trinket that you feel is worth the stay.
I have. So, there was this one time when I was really, really small, before I could even not be a fox. It's the whole thing, don't worry about it.
It's all right. I've
And-
never been able to be a fox, so maybe I'm still young. She says and
Maybe?
strokes her gray hair.
Well, you certainly look it.
Oh, you know, that is almost a gift enough.
I will pull out a small pouch of like silver coins. So, I don't know where these are from. They don't look like normal silver coins from Milos. But I'd be willing to give you some of these. They're like one of my favorite trinkets that I've ever found. I found them like in a bush, but they're really pretty.
I would be honored.
I'll pull out like 4 of them and drop them on the.
So interesting. Johnny Z's.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Aladdin's Palace. Let's see.
You got it from a palace. Interesting.
I found them in a bush.
This one has a moose on it. What is a Canada? Interesting.
I don't know, man.
And, alright, well, that sounds absolutely fair. Here, and she will cut you each a slice of plum pie. There's enough beds for each of you, in size to fit. I am pleased to have you here. I have to ask, though. If I'm not mistaken, Clapperclaw is a guide. Are you looking to travel between the realms?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I'm just a simple innkeeper, but, well, I am curious where you'd be going and why. I know it's none of my business, but...
Oh, look at Isaac.
I think Wynn came back at that point from stabling the snail. Oh, well, hither, thither, and yon.
Oh, you're going to all of the places.
Oh, yes, all of them.
We have some business with hags.
Which hags?
3 of them.
Which 3? She says, a slight anger, not at you.
I think the hags.
Bavlorna? Wait, no, that wasn't her
Bavlorna's-
name.
The hourglass cup.
Bavlorna.
Yeah, it was Bavlorna.
Yeah,
She
but
spits onto the ground.
And the wind.
Yeah.
The rooms are free. Take your coins. You are their enemies?
Yes.
I guess.
Yes.
They took
See,
shit from
they
us?
took stuff from us, so...
They took everything from us.
What did they
We
take?
are.
Well, that means we're allies then.
We are going to make them pay.
Yeah.
Then that is the greatest gift that you could ever give the people of Prismeer. My friends.
Well, excellent. I always like making friends. Which,
Me
by the
too.
way, would you be able to set us down potentially by the brigands? You see, we promised Jingle Jangle that we'd teach him a little lesson.
I would be happy to.
Thank you.
I don't know what a jingle jangle is, but I'm happy to.
Oh, she lives on the hill.
She's quite kind, a goblin.
You know,
Very nice, but they roughed her up.
the clientele here has been somewhat lacking. The bullywug and like the 3 other people here are gonna mutter. But in Zabilna's time, the good Queen Zabilna, this was the talk of Prismeer.
Well, we'd be happy to lighten up the place.
Well, Sir Talivar was telling us about that.
Bring back a little the old
Yes,
joy.
and more than that, adventures from outside. I hope. I wish you the best, friends. And she turns and
Thank
says, Friends, these adventurers are here to take on the Hourglass Coven and return our queen to her rightful place. 3 cheers. Hip hip. Hooray. You'll hear the bullywug say kind of morosely.
Hooray!
Free plum pie. Hip hip hooray! The 3 of them say.
Did it.
Welcome, heroes of Prismeer. We are at your service.
And us at yours.
Pull up a chair. Stay a while. We have much to speak of.
Win will.
And as you are served all of the hot food, really surprisingly good food, like this is really stick to your ribs food, you are going to have a great time. You can full rest if you're down any spells or hit points. In a not a spacious, the rooms are fairly cramped but comfortable. Like they're cramped but the beds are soft. And you are going to have a great stay as you make your way toward the Brigands, which is where we're going to pick up next time on Wild Beyond the Witchlight. All right, so that's it for tonight, folks. That's a really good place to stop.
Oh, that was so good.
So fun.
I'm happy I get my restore balance back. This will be great for
Nice.
my going in. I've been waiting for a long rest. I used them both in the first episode.
You sure did.
Jeez, you did.
I am really curious how long it's going to take us to complete this module.
Yeah.
Are we just flying through it?
Well, you're fine for the first
we're
part.
Yeah. It's
It's
gonna matter like what we get focused on.
Yeah, and if we go, whoop.
If we're gonna
exactly.
hyperfixate
This
on a
one.
thing and be like, over here.
Exactly. Oh.
Yeah.
There's so much to do in this thing, right? So like there's a bunch of stuff I'm cutting because it's like a lot. There are a couple of random encounters I was like, I don't really feel like this. But like a lot of this is just like role playing and fun, and that's so good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
just-
think it's like such a nice departure from what we did with Rhyme. So I'm super about whatever the hell goes down in this campaign. It's like such a different story that I'm like, hell yeah, boy.
Right? So I'm actually not sure. Like, we might be done by like January, February if we. No, not
wild.
January, but February, right?
Oh,
Like,
Jeez.
yeah, I know. It'd be weird, but like,
Yeah.
because like you.
Yeah.
I guess you know what? I'm not going to be able to say until we get through with Hither, because Hither's going to set the kind of the speed for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
And yeah, I love what is going to come. I love it, and I love your characters. You guys are doing amazing.
I'm having so
you
much
guys
fun
are
with this.
amazing.
You're all
Which
amazing.
I gotta say, the most fun is either watching like Krista just kind of like try not to die, or just the head shake, and I'm just like,
Expressions make me so happy. Where have you been all my life, Krista?
I keep trying to actually do more outrageous things just to get Krista.
And my face has stayed on this entire time. Success.
Excellent.
I win.
So good, so good.
No, I'm win.
All you do is win, 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 win. All right, folks, that is going to be it for us tonight. Thank you so much for tuning into Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Before you head out, I just want to thank our a few of our patrons real quick who help make these episodes possible. First, our divine producers, which are people who pay to have gods introduced to our homebrew setting. DM Mike, who's a fantastic human being, as well as Shulton, who's a glorious demonic entity, as well as Jade, who is an aberrant monster creator deluxe, galore, supreme, I don't know, all of the above. You'll be seeing some of her work in the future January campaign. Also, our two princes of the Patreon, Taryn, who is our OG fangirl, and Buddy 1977, who is just an absolute hero and a swell guy. I want to thank all of you, and if you want to join them, get some extra perks like, you know, a behind the scenes podcast, or just kind of, you know, help support the channel, go to patreon.com/dorktales, and it'd be fantastic to have you. It's not required, but hey, it helps me do this. Anyway,
And remember, fuck Martin.
and fuck Martin.
I tried.
He tried. You're gonna get him. That's gonna be your good end. It turns out that Martin was a Kitsadrian the entire time, and then
It was a hot Kit Sadrian who I'm like, sir.
I was rereading my like character write-up earlier today, and I realized there's a section for rivals in Kelly's amazing like character survey, and I put another Barker that he's competing with, and I totally forgot that was in there.
That's so good.
So it just worked out great that I was like, yes, that's Martin.
it's so good. I love Martin.
Incredible.
Folks, that's gonna be it for us tonight. Thank you so much. We'll be back next Monday night, so don't go anywhere, and we'll see you then. All right, we'll see you here.
Bye, boys.
Good night.